72-72. The Panthers under fourth-year head coach Bart Lundy have had 3 straight seasons of 20 or more wins and have tied for second in the Horizon League standings 2 of the last 3 seasons. Lundy has 494 career wins against 229 losses at 3 different schools, including Queens, High Point, and now Milwaukee. Eric Soar, Indiana opened some eyes with Sunday's Marquette win, and they're starting to get noticed in the polls, just bubbling under the top 25 in the AP this week.
Well, they certainly have played like a top 25 team. The question is, how good is this team really? And I think Indiana's going to have plenty of opportunity here over the next month to prove how good they are. They look spectacular in that game against Marquette. Now they've got Kansas State coming up, they've got Louisville coming up, and they've got Kentucky on the road, all within the next 4 weeks. So the question is, can Indiana take care of business, not look ahead of those games, take care of business against a team in Milwaukee that is, Don, quite frankly, a smaller school, but picked preseason #1 in the Horizon League. So of all the smaller schools you want to play, I mean, this is a really good Milwaukee team. So Indiana cannot afford to start, quote-unquote, feeling themselves and feeling really good about what they have done. You've got to stay focused on what the task is ahead. And tonight, that's Milwaukee, and a very good Milwaukee team, too. I think Indiana's going to have to be ready to play.
This is going to be a test. I think Milwaukee plays a quick game, too. They like to run up and down the floor, and they play hard at the defensive end. And their coach is a proven winner, so you know that they're well coached.
They've got some guys that originally were high D1 guys that just didn't get the playing time that they wanted. They've come back down to the Horizon League, so they've got some athletes. I think they're extremely well coached. Don, last year in the Horizon League, rebounding the basketball, Milwaukee rebounded 41% of their missed shots. So offensive rebounding, they have been very good the last 2 seasons. I think that's something that Indiana's going to have to be ready for tonight. Not only a fast-paced offense, but a team that's going to look to crash the offensive glass. That's one thing that Coach DeVries has talked about as an emphasis right now for this team. So for Indiana, you cannot afford to kind of just rest and say, oh, we played great against Marquette. We're going to come and play great every single game. That's not how college basketball works. It's a long season. Everybody's wanting to beat you. Everyone's putting up their A effort, their best game when they come here to Assembly Hall. So Indiana's going to have to forget about that last game, feel good about the fact that you're playing well, but come very focused here today because Milwaukee's going to try to upset the Hoosiers. They're going to be ready to play.
One thing that Indiana has really done well here at the outset of this season has been shooting the three-point shot. And Tucker DeVries, Lamar Wilkerson, they were tremendous in that game against Marquette. And obviously they're going to pick up maybe even a little more three-point possibility here tonight because it looks like Nick Dorn from Elon, who has been hurt throughout this fall, is ready to play finally. Give him some minutes. How many they give him tonight will be interesting. But at the same time, he's probably the third best shooter on this team.
That's what they say. And he's talked about like a big-bodied catch-and-shoot guy that will add another three-point shooter to this offensive arsenal. And I think it's going to be really important that Indiana have a healthy Nick Dorn. Quite frankly, Don, the film is out. These coaches are starting to watch these games, and they're going to start to figure out, all right, we got to take away Wilkerson, we've got to take away DeVries. Someone else from Indiana at some point down the road is going to have to be a capable three-point shooter. The more shooters you have, the tougher you are to guard, and having a very healthy roster is going to be so important for Indiana moving forward. Having Dorn available, I think, will help. In-game is a lot different than practice. It's going to have to prove it. I remember freshman year, didn't make a single shot. Every time I had an opportunity, I just threw up bricks. Just was not ready. You got to be ready when your number is called. And for Nick Dorn, that might be tonight. Who knows? But for Indiana, it's really exciting to see how Indiana responds after a heck of an effort last ball game against Marquette.
Well, we have a pregame show to bring you here this evening, and we will have the tip-off coming your way in just about an hour from now. Our pregame is presented by IU Credit Union, an official partner of IU Athletics. We started a credit union and created a community. When we come back, John Herrick will present Where Are They Now?, presented by Indiana University. Indiana University solving tomorrow's problems today through breakthrough research, top-ranked programs, and leadership on and off the court. See the impact at iu.edu/impact. This is Indiana University basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid.
I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Indiana is filled with wonderful people and places. So whether you live in Anderson or Attica and need an injury attorney, Green & Schultz trial lawyers will be there. Bloomington or Brazil, Gas City to Goshen, Huntington or Hammond, Green & Schultz makes it easy to help you. Jasper, Jonesville, Lebanon or Linton, Mitchell, Muncie, Plymouth and Portland, Seymour, Tell City or Union City, Warsaw, Washington, or even West Lafayette.
Green & Schultz trial lawyers, attorneys serving victims of injury and loss. More at greenschultz.com.
Did you know the cure for testicular cancer was discovered at IU? At the IU Simon Comprehensive Cancer Center, our more than 300 researchers are never daunted in their work to beat cancer. Support the researchers delivering life-saving breakthroughs. Join the IU versus Cancer team. Learn more at cancer.iu.edu. That's cancer.iu.edu. Together, we're one team. IU versus Cancer.
SPG Roofing and Exteriors is proud to be a partner of IU Athletics. Whether it's a simple repair needed or you're looking into solar solutions for your home, with our combined 50 years of experience in the roofing industry, we can provide you with the quality workmanship you're looking for, along with the respect you deserve. Call us at 317-676-5756 or visit us at spgroof.com so we can get started on your project and schedule a contactless inspection to get an idea of the property and the project. We look forward to hearing from you soon, and go Hoosiers!
Sharp Business Systems of Indiana is proud to be an official technology solutions provider of IU Sports Properties. SBS Indiana is best known for our great document solutions such as copiers and printers. But here at SBS, we also offer a full line of professional audio-visual solutions, including touchscreen video boards with integrated speakers and microphones, complete with professional installation and service. This state-of-the-art technology can improve both communication and interaction in offices and classrooms alike. To find out more, go to sbsindiana.com or call 317-844-0033.
Hey, Hoosier fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Indiana football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Indiana Hoosiers. Let's go Hoosiers! SeatGeek.
It's time for Where Are They Now? I'm John Herrick, and it's the portion of our pregame show where we speak to a former Indiana University basketball player, and they tell us what they're up to in life now. Our guest today is Jack Johnson. He played at IU from 1963 to 1967 after graduating from Greenfield High School. And ever since he graduated from Indiana, he went into real estate, and he tells us where life took him from there.
I was very fortunate to be at IU in 67, and then I was in commercial real estate there in Indianapolis, and I worked for a wonderful guy by the name of Charlie Jackson. And then I decided that I wanted to pursue real estate on my own, so I moved back to Greenfield and started my own company, and was there 10 years, and that was very good to me. And the people of Greenfield, I can't say enough how wonderful they are. Then I sold a house to a guy that had his first McDonald's, and so he and I became close friends. And I decided that I wanted to pursue McDonald's restaurant. So he and I looked at 2 or 3, and I ended up, after looking at several, in Pulaski, Tennessee. 3 years later, they offered me 2 in Huntsville, which I accepted. And then in '84, I moved to Huntsville because they offered me another one. So I've really been blessed. I've been with McDonald's now 46 years, and my son is now in, and we work together. He is in charge. He runs things. I go and get to pay the bills and into the office and into the stores a little, but not near what I used to be.
I also understand that you won the Ronald Award in 2018, and that recognizes the top 1% of McDonald's franchisees nationwide.
Well, that's true, and I have to give an awful lot of credit there to my son, Steve. He really is the energy at my age of 80 behind our business. He is wonderful. He's a smart businessman and knows when to say the right things, whether it's good or bad, kind of like coaching. I think when I played basketball.
And also, too, I know your wife, Mary, was a daughter of the captain of IU's 1941 baseball and basketball teams and longtime head of the IU Foundation.
Yes, Mary Susan, my wonderful wife of our 3 children. Basically, I would say the first 10 years when I was in real estate, she raised the children and I worked, and it was a good foundation for us. Yes, her Army Armstrong, who an awful lot of people know, is just wonderful to me. In fact, I knew Army before I knew Mary Susan. He'd come to basketball practice and take a look, see what was going on, and he and I hit it off. Little did I know at the time that I would later marry his daughter, Mary Susan.
That's Jack Johnson, who played at IU from 1964 to 1967. Jack, thank you so much for taking some time to speak with us. We really appreciate it.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you so much for choosing me.
And Johnson was also a senior forward and captain on the last to first Big Ten championship team of the 1966-67 season. In our next segment, we'll have the Hoosier profile player interview with junior guard Josiah Miles, brought to you by Green & Schultz Trial Lawyers, where injury law is our field and justice is always the goal. This is Indiana University basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Visit Bloomington and South Central Indiana's Royal on the East Side today for a large selection of new and used Subaru, Volkswagen, and Audi vehicles. Their large and diverse selection of both new and used vehicles ensures that they have the vehicle for you, no matter what it is you're looking for. Stop in and visit them today. Conveniently located just across from College Mall on 3rd Street. Check out RoyalOnTheEastSide.com or call 812-332-3333. So why wait? Come test drive a new Audi, Subaru, Volkswagen, or one of their many other quality used cars, vans, trucks, or SUVs. Royal on the East Side is a proud sponsor of IU Athletics. Get back to doing what you love. If you're experiencing hip, knee, or shoulder pain and it's affecting your everyday activities, it may be time to schedule a consultation with one of our highly skilled orthopedic surgeons. Our fellowship-trained surgeons specialize in outpatient joint and shoulder replacement. We may be able to get you home on the same day of your procedure. As the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics, IU Health will give you the expert care you need close to home. Call 812-333-2663 or visit iuhealth.org/BloomingtonOrtho. Hoosier fans, don't miss Indiana basketball in a blockbuster game on Saturday, December 6th in Indianapolis. It's IU versus Louisville in the CareSource Invitational supporting mental health at Gainbridge Fieldhouse at 2 p.m. Eastern. Tickets are going fast, so visit GainbridgeFieldhouse.com or jump on the Ticketmaster app to buy yours now. It's IU and Louisville, Saturday, December 6th in Indianapolis. Get your tickets now.
Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. By working together, we've moved forward towards a brighter future. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky, where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. See why our new Kentucky home is the best place to do business and live a good life at newkentuckyhome.ky.gov.
Introducing Hoosier Game Day Lager, the official craft beer of Indiana University Athletics. Brewed by Upland Brewing Company in Bloomington, this smooth, refreshing beer embodies Hoosier pride with iconic cream and crimson candy stripes. It's the perfect companion for every game. Whether you're cheering in Memorial Stadium, Assembly Hall, or watching from home, IU Athletics are always better with beer. Find Hoosier Game Day Lager at Upland's 9 family-friendly locations, your local liquor store, neighborhood bar, and everywhere Upland beers are sold. Upland Brewing Company reminds you to drink responsibly. Go Hoosiers!
From tip-off in Bloomington to living rooms across Indiana, we're all part of the Hoosier family. At Smithville, we're not just fans. We're your neighbors, bringing you fast fiber internet, crystal clear voice, and smart security built for the way Hoosiers live. We're proud to be the official telecom partner of IU Athletics, and even prouder to call this community home. Learn more at smithville.com.
Because we are incredible.
We come to you live from Assembly Hall for regular season game number 3 in the Darren DeVries era. You'll hear from Coach DeVries a little bit later on in the show as his Indiana Hoosiers get ready to face the Milwaukee Panthers. Tip-off comes your way in less than an hour. Now it's time for the Hoosier Profile Player Interview, brought to you by Green & Schultz Trial Lawyers. Here's Don Fisher.
Our guest in Hoosier Profile is Josiah Miles from Miami, Florida, and played at North Florida before transferring to Indiana. And Josiah, first of all, tell us a little bit about your background, how you got started in basketball, who your mentors were, and so on.
So my mom, she was very athletic growing up. So when I was a kid, she wanted to put me in like many different sports and just to see what I liked and what I didn't like. So I played a bunch of sports growing up. I think I first started basketball when I was like 7 years old. My uncle was coaching like a little rec team at the YMCA. And then from there, it just stuck. I always kept playing basketball and then started AAU when I was in like 4th grade. And that was really the beginning of it.
And then you went to high school, I guess a pretty famous high school from a basketball perspective, huh?
Yeah, Miami Country Day. It's definitely. I think my class we started to get the boys team start going in the right direction, and start creating a culture there. So now that even the new guys there, they have a lot of, they have a new gym building right now and new facilities. So I think like my year that I started, we started a new trend for our high school and start our team to grow and expand.
Did you guys have any state championships or anything like that?
We made it to states my sophomore year, which was the first time our school had did that from the boys' side. But we unfortunately lost in the Final Four, and we didn't make it back my junior senior year. We play a tough. We have a really tough, route to the states. We definitely surprised a lot of people when we didn't make it to states.
You went to North Florida to begin your college career. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, North Florida was great. I met a lot of people that are lifelong friends. Obviously, Josh was there with me in my sophomore year or last year at North Florida. It was really good. We were coached really well, learned a lot of things, and I think being there is why I was able to eventually end up here, because I evolved my game and became a player that is able to play at the high major level now. So,
what's this been like for you at Indiana at this point? I know you've got a little bit different role than you played last year.
Mm-hmm. It's been really good. Honestly, I've been learning a lot. We have a lot of guys in our locker room that I've been able to learn from, and just see things, see how they process the game, see how they make reads, shot selection, and I'm really just learning a lot at this point, while also knowing that I have a role to play. So, and I'm always gonna be there and do what coach needs, whether that is defensive stops, get a rebound, make a shot, but also just obtaining knowledge from the coaches and some of our other players, just so that I'm constantly getting better.
I know what you guys have done at this point. They're going to San Juan, Puerto Rico, the exhibition games, and now into the season. But that Marquette game, I think, kind of signaled to everybody that this team might be for real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, we definitely put in the work all summer, all preseason. We know what we're capable of, and that's all we focus on, is just on us. And when we match up against whoever we match up with, when we're on that court, we know what we have to do. We know we train for this, we prepared for this, and we just show the work that we put in.
How could you guys get so acclimated as a team this early after only being together for a few months?
Because I think everybody's just really worried about the right things. We're all at the point in our careers, where the main thing is just winning. So when everybody buys into a winning culture and wants to win, then it's very easy for things to fall in line. Guys aren't worried about the wrong things. We're all there for each other. We all pick each other up, and we all play for each other. And that's the most important thing, especially in team sport.
Well, we appreciate the fact that you've joined us today. Obviously, we appreciate the fact that you're on this Indiana basketball team, and best of luck in the rest of the season. We'll talk to you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you.
And that was our Hoosier Profile Player interview with junior guard Josiah Miles, brought to you by Green & Schultz Trial Lawyers. When we return, we'll take a look at the Big Ten and Top 25 College Basketball Report, which is brought to you by Smithville. This is Indiana University Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Sharp Business Systems of Indiana is proud to be an official technology solutions provider of IU Sports Properties. SBS Indiana is best known for our great document solutions such as copiers and printers. But here at SBS, we also offer a full line of professional audio-visual solutions, including touchscreen video boards with integrated speakers and microphones, complete with professional installation and service. This state-of-the-art technology can improve both communication and interaction in offices and classrooms alike. To find out more, go to sbsindiana.com or call 317-844-0033.
Viaggio Marine is proud to be the official pontoon boat sponsor of Indiana University Athletics. Located right here in Indiana, Viaggio is proudly family-owned and operated. You'll love Viaggio's complete lineup of pontoon boats featuring a bold, innovative new look, plush, luxurious furniture packages, vibrant new LED lighting packages, and unmatched construction. For the hottest thing in pontoons, visit ViaggioPontoonBoats.com. That's VIAGGIO pontoonboats.com.
Hoosier fans, depend on Master Rental for all your rental equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor in need of an excavator or a homeowner doing a weekend deck project, Master Rental is the only place you need. They're your go-to resource for all your home and garden maintenance needs. With the largest, most current rental fleet in the area, including Bobcat, Echo, Exmark, Honda, and Simplicity, Master Rental is your full-service rental provider. Let us take care of you like we take care of Hoosier Village.
From tip-off in Bloomington to living rooms across Indiana, we're all part of the Hoosier family. At Smithville, we're not just fans. We're your neighbors, bringing you fast fiber internet, crystal clear voice, and smart security built for the way Hoosiers live. We're proud to be the official telecom partner of IU Athletics, and even prouder to call this community home. Learn more at smithville.com.
Hoosier fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is an official beer sponsor of IU Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
Your health is affected by a lot of things in your life, like what you eat, where you work, or even how you get to a doctor. It all connects. That's why CareSource offers so much more than health insurance. We connect you to the resources in our community that make your life better so your health can be better too. But the most important connection we're making in Indiana is with you. CareSource. Care that connects. Connect with us now at caresource.com.
The Indiana Hoosiers try to improve to 3-0 on the year this evening as they face the Milwaukee Panthers at Assembly Hall. The crowd coming in and the players are back in the locker rooms. They're about to come back out in a little bit. Don and Eric have the call coming up in about a half hour. I'm Sean Herrick with your Big Ten and Top 25 basketball report, which is brought to you by Smithville. Smithville's your local choice for internet, voice, TV, and security. Stick with the home team. Visit smithville.com for more information. Smithville, an official sponsor of IU Athletics. There's only two other games tonight featuring Big Ten teams. Minnesota's at Missouri for an 8 o'clock start. Then at 9:30, Oregon hosts South Dakota State. Other top 25 games in action this evening. 20th ranked Tennessee battling North Florida, and Oakland plays at number 1 ranked Houston at 8 o'clock. Some final scores from Tuesday night. 6th ranked Michigan won a tight one over Wake Forest, 85-84. 14th ranked Illinois got by 11th ranked Texas Tech, 81-77. 24th ranked Wisconsin routed Ball State, 86-55. Ohio State hammered Appalachian State 75-53. Penn State won at home over Navy 80-71. Maryland blows out Alcorn State 84-64, and Nebraska took care of business against Maryland Eastern Shore 69-50. Next up, Don Fisher talks to Darren DeVries in the head coach's report, which is brought to you by the IU Credit Union. This is Indiana University basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Have you been injured at work? Contact Golitko and Daly, the Indiana work injury lawyers, at indianaworkers.com. There's nothing easy about work injury cases. At Golitko and Daly, we focus on work-related injury cases and have board-certified and OSHA-trained trial lawyers to help you with your case. Find us at indianaworkers.com. Golitko and Daly, your Indiana work injury lawyers. At Golitko and Daly, we go to work when you can't.
From city centers to rural towns, Hoosiers are facing big challenges. Indiana University is right here with you, working together to find new ways forward. Our graduates fuel the workforce and strengthen communities. Our research drives real change in people's lives. We show up, we do the work, and we solve what's next. Indiana University. Bring on tomorrow. See what's next at iu.edu/impact.
Introducing Hoosier Game Day Lager, the official craft beer of Indiana University Athletics. Brewed by Upland Brewing Company in Bloomington, this smooth, refreshing beer embodies Hoosier pride with iconic cream and crimson candy stripes. It's the perfect companion for every game. Whether you're cheering in Memorial Stadium, Assembly Hall, or watching from home, IU Athletics are always better with beer. Find Hoosier Game Day Lager at Upland's 9 family-friendly locations, your local liquor store, neighborhood bar, and everywhere Upland beers are sold. Upland Brewing Company reminds you to drink responsibly. Go Hoosiers!
IU Credit Union. We believe in community commitment, a long-term relationship, building a strong and trusted partnership.
Appreciation and respect go a very long way.
A fair deal for everyone every day.
Leave your doubts behind. Grow your mind, time to shine. Make the day whatever you design.
IU Credit Union believes you can chase and dream. We started a credit union and created a community.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Hey, Hoosier fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Indiana basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Indiana Hoosiers. Let's go Hoosiers! SeatGeek.
Hi, everybody. Don Fisher with the Head Coach's Report. We're sitting with Darren DeVries, and it's brought to you by the IU Credit Union. We started a credit union, created a community. IU Credit Union, a proud partner of Indiana Athletics. Well, Darren, first of all, congratulations on a terrific win over Marquette. Obviously, Marquette's a really good basketball program and a good team, and your team did a heck of a job in that ballgame.
Yeah, it was a great early season test for us. Neutral site game, which made it kind of fun as well. Then had two fan bases that really represented well for it. So we were excited to see like where we're at, what the game was going to look like, and I thought our guys really came out and played incredibly hard. Played very unselfish and put together a really nice 40 minutes for us.
You had 27 assists for 33 baskets made. That's pretty much what a coach wants to see, isn't it?
Yeah, that makes a coach smile, and that's what these guys have been doing too. And that's they're a fun group in that way. They're incredibly unselfish. They have a really good understanding for how to run offense and how to play off of one another.
Some of your players got into a little bit of foul trouble in that first half, and they were calling it pretty tight, it seemed like to us. But nevertheless, you were able to battle through that and still maintain lead at the halftime, and then just took it away from Marquette in the second half.
Yeah, I thought the guys did a good job there too of not overreacting to calls and different lineups that we had to throw out there. Guys had to play extended minutes. I thought they really showed some resiliency and battled through some different situations that for early in the year I thought they handled very well.
Part of that probably due to the fact that most of the guys you have in your roster have played a lot of basketball at the Division I level.
Yeah, we do. We do have a pretty experienced group, especially with the guys that are out there, and I think you could see a lot of that shining through. Then you also had Trent Sisley, true freshman, coming out and responding very well on a big stage. So it was great to see everything from the veterans to even a couple of the young guys.
Obviously, Milwaukee's a ball club that has had a lot of success over the years. I don't know what you know about them, but I talked to their coach, and he seems to think they've got a decent club.
Yeah, I really like their team on tape. They just got done beating an Arkansas Little Rock team by 20 on Monday, and they're picked to win their league. So it's a team that's very explosive. They made 14 threes just like we did on Sunday night in their last game. So they're definitely a team that can be very dangerous. And like I've told the guys, we need to make sure that we're really locked in on that defensive end.
Without doubt, defensive play is critical, but your offense is running. The ball never sits any place. It just keeps moving all the time. That seems to be, from my perspective, one of the keys to this team and the way they play.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job keeping the floor space, creating advantages, and then once we get one, we really we don't let it go. So, and you do that by letting the ball stick, and our guys just don't do that. They continue to make that one extra that leads to something really good for us.
I know you're concerned about rebounding a little bit because that's been the number that maybe you haven't won every scenario in that contest as far as the games you've played so far, but what about this team and the way they rebound, because they do get their share?
Yeah, they were one of the best rebounding teams in the entire country last year, so that's certainly a concern of ours as well. And when you have a team that takes a lot of threes like they do, it tends to lead to some long rebounds. So we're going to have to do a great job of making sure that shot goes up, that we get some early contact and have some physicality to us with the ball in the air.
Transition defense were going to be important in this ball game?
Yeah, it will, and it'll be a lot different than, say, the Marquette game. The Marquette game was really about not letting them get to the rim. What they want to do tonight is they want to get it out in transition and really push, but they love to spray it for early transition threes, and that's how they find a lot of their easy opportunities.
What about your transition defense this year so far? Are you pleased with it?
Yeah, I've been very pleased. I think our guys have done a good job. And, we've gotten hurt a couple times, but overall, I think they're doing a good job of understanding, doing their job on the offensive glass, and then, getting their communication lines built on the way back on defense.
Obviously, you had two guys that just lit the thing up as far as three-point shooting in that ball game. Tucker was tremendous in the first half. Second half, Lamar took over. To have two guys that can knock three-point shots down like that's a real weapon.
Yeah, it's a great luxury as a coach to know that you can always go to the next guy or the next guy, and I think we have other guys that can do that as well. Certainly, that was awesome for us. Tucker had a really good first half, and then Lamar was able to really get going in the second half. So that's a fun combination when those two get going.
Coach, as far as your injury issues are concerned, anybody back tonight?
Yeah, Nick Dorn will be available tonight, so we'll see what that looks like, from a minute standpoint. But he is certainly someone that we're excited to get back out there as we get going. But this will be his first game that he's actually available for action.
Same lineup.
Same lineup.
Coach, best of luck.
Thank you.
Darren DeVries on the head coach's report. We'll be back with a scouting report brought to you by Hunter Bloomington Properties in a moment on this Milwaukee Ball Club. This is IU Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries, we see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals. Because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Proud partner of the Indiana Hoosiers.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Hoosier fans, depend on Master Rental for all your rental equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor in need of an excavator or a homeowner doing a weekend deck project, Master Rental is the only place you need. They're your go-to resource for all your home and garden maintenance needs. With the largest, most current rental fleet in the area, including Bobcat, Echo, Exmark, Honda, and Simplicity, Master Rental is your full-service rental provider. Let us take care of you like we take care of Hoosier Village.
Hoosier fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is an official beer sponsor of IU Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
Did you know the Hoosier Lottery is the only lottery named after its people? That means you.
Me?
Yep, and you.
Me?
Yes, and all of you.
Us?
That's right, and we believe all of you could enjoy some play in your day. Even better, when you play Hoosier Lottery games, you support Indiana. Since 1989, you've given back more than $7 billion to good causes across our state.
Nice.
When you think of it like that, there's so much to play for. Hoosier Lottery, champions of play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Have you been injured at work? Contact Golitko and Daly, the Indiana work injury lawyers, at indianaworkers.com. There's nothing easy about work injury cases. At Golitko and Daly, we focus on work-related injury cases and have board-certified and OSHA-trained trial lawyers to help you with your case. Find us at indianaworkers.com. Golitko and Daly, your Indiana work injury lawyers. At Golitko and Daly, we go to work when you can't.
Welcome back once again to Simon Scott Assembly Hall, Indiana, getting ready to take on the Milwaukee Panthers here tonight, coached by Bart Lundy, now in his fourth season with this program. And the subject of our scouting report tonight, brought to you by Hunter Bloomington Properties. Lundy has had a terrific record over the years, 494 victories, 229 defeats, and he's coached at three different schools, Queens in New York, High Point, and now, of course, at Milwaukee, and he has been a winner every place he's been. They've had three 20-win seasons in a row, and obviously he's just been there the previous 3 years, so they're expected to be a contender for the Horizon League Championship this year as well. We had a chance to talk to him about this matchup with Indiana tonight. Here's our conversation.
Coach Lundy, tell us a little bit about your basketball team. I know you've got new faces on it, but you've got some veteran players on your team as well.
Yeah, we do. We had a good core returning, and then added a couple transfers and some freshmen to that group, and we've mixed pretty well. Got Seth Hubbard and Amar Aguilar, who have really blossomed for us as transfers. Danilo, we call him D-Lo, at the 4. Faison Fields is a third-year guy, a senior center for us. Isaiah Pipple-White will start for us at the point. So we've got a good roster. We've got depth, and the biggest thing, we talked about it with your football team, is we've got good character, and we've got good chemistry with these guys. And so we've got a chance. This is going to be a challenging night for us here, but we've got a chance in our league.
Coach, tell us a little about your style of play. What do you like to do offensively and then on the defensive end?
Well, we led all the Division I last year in fast break points, so we do play fast. We'll have to temper that a bit tonight and take it when we can get it, but not be crazy. Can't be too many possessions tonight. Might not be in our favor. Defensively, we do pick up full court, but I wouldn't say we press a whole lot. We trap a lot. We don't. It's we were second in the country in rebounding last year, so we do want to keep you in front and challenge and be a good rebounding team. And then, we didn't make a lot of threes last year, but we shoot it much better this year, so we want to get it in that paint and throw it out, kind of like what Indiana's doing right now.
Well, there's no question that that's kind of the style of basketball people like to watch, too, and I don't think there's any doubt that with Indiana, the way they're playing this year, our fan base has picked up dramatically. But from the standpoint of just how you go about your business, when you get into a half-court game, is it critical? Do your guys play it well?
Yeah, I think we take a lot of pride in being able to play fast, but also execute when we need to. We've got Faison that feels that we can roll it into, which can slow us down a little bit. Our 4-men can back you down. We call it a Barkley. And then our guards get in and we get paint touches. So I think you'll see a lot of movement from us. I hope, some ball reversals. I know they like motion here in Indiana. So, we got a little bit of motion and a whole lot of dribble penetration. So I think we can play both. We can hold our own, but we really like to get up and down.
How about rebounding?
Rebounding is the key to everything we do. People say, well, you play fast. We call them clean stops. Can you contest a shot, make them miss, and get a clean rebound without an offensive rebound for the other team? When we're able to get clean stops, we can play fast. So that rebound margin from last year is one of the key stats. So if we're having success tonight, you'll see us rebound the ball better. I think that's going to be a key stat for us that we can compete with a team like Indiana on the glass. And I think we've got personnel to try to do that. So we'll see.
Is there a key in this ball game as far as your ball club's concerned?
Yeah, we've got to find a way to help have our offense help our defense a little bit. If they get it up and down and they get transition threes, it's going to be a hard time for us. So can we possess the ball? Can we get good shots? And can we play good enough offense to get our defense set and at least make a challenge for them to score baskets? When they get up and down, the way they shoot the basketball, they can score points in a quick spurts. So can our offense help our defense? I think that's the biggest key.
And that is the head coach of the Wisconsin Milwaukee Panthers, Bart Lundy, 4th year at that helm, and obviously a very good coach and a guy that will have his ball club ready to play once Horizon League action begins. And we'll see how they play Indiana tonight, because Indiana obviously probably has a little bit more talent, but I don't think they're a great deal more athletic than this Milwaukee team. It's going to be interesting to see how Indiana performs against this matchup. Our scouting report brought to you by Hunter Bloomington Properties. With scouting locations for your next apartment, make sure you check out what Hunter Bloomington Properties has to offer at hunterproperties.com. Hunter Bloomington Properties, because you should love where you live. Eric Sorey joins us as we continue to preview tonight's game. We'll look at the keys to this contest and the IU Health Injury Report when we return. This is IU Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Viaggio Marine is proud to be the official pontoon boat sponsor of Indiana University Athletics. Located right here in Indiana, Viaggio is proudly family-owned and operated. You'll love Viaggio's complete lineup of pontoon boats featuring a bold, innovative new look, plush, luxurious furniture packages, vibrant new LED lighting packages, and unmatched construction. For the hottest thing in pontoons, visit ViaggioPontoonBoats.com. That's VIAGGIO pontoonboats.com.
Hey, Hoosier Nation! Indiana University Athletics is teaming up with Grillo's Pickles to bring you... hey, wait a minute. Where'd my pickles go?
I'm really sorry, Steve. I couldn't wait. It's fresh from the fridge, and these are a total game changer.
Well, that's Grillo's for you. Too good to last and the perfect courtside snack to fuel your Hoosier pride. Let's go IU!
Grillo's Pickles, the official pickle of Indiana University Athletics. Find us chilling in the refrigerated section.
Hoosier fans, Harrow Fish Incorporated has been making a difference across Indiana since 1985 as the premier provider of mechanical systems, including heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and process piping. Whether it's a large facility, business, or home, or if you want to work with a local company that is the best at what they do and supports the community, be sure to call HFI for your next project and see how they can make a difference for you.
Hi, I'm Christian Lawrence. And I'm Brad Lawrence at Goldcasters Diamonds and Fine Jewelry. And we just want to remind you how much the woman in your life really does love you.
Wow, but Dad, how can you know that?
Well, she puts up with his sports, doesn't she? She's letting him listen to the game right now.
True.
Because she is your biggest fan.
Always cheering you on.
So come to Goldcasters
for a little sparkling gift that reminds her
that you're her biggest fan, too.
Goldcasters at 2nd and Washington in Bloomington.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries, we see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals. Because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Proud partner of the Indiana Hoosiers.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid.
I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Welcome back once again to Simon Scott Assembly Hall, Indiana and Milwaukee tonight. Eric Silver judges here with the pregame. And E, we talked at the outset of this ball game how well Indiana played against Marquette this past week. 3-point shooting was tremendous, 27 assists to 8 turnovers. Indiana played as well as you could expect against the Marquette team that prides themselves on how tough they are defensively, and Indiana ate them up.
Yeah, had a little trouble early, not turning the ball over, just having trouble with some fouls early in the game, allowed Marquette to stay in it. But, man, once DeVries got going in that first half, Indiana really pulled away. And it was stamped at the end of the first half with that half-court shot from Connor Enright. And Indiana went into the second half with an 18-point lead, and then it was Wilkerson. Don, when Indiana shoots the ball like that, I struggle to believe that there's a defense in the country that can stop them. I mean, when you have 2 guys that are knocking down 6 threes and they take turns when they're doing it, you become so difficult to guard. And the thing I've loved seeing from Coach Darren DeVries is they're not just running Tucker off of ball screens, off of down screens or flares. He is involved in the offense as a screener first. So he's screening for Wilkerson and then popping off that screen, and they're doing some screen-the-screener action. It becomes so difficult to guard at the defensive end because you don't know who's got who. You got to really talk and communicate. You've got to be absolutely locked in defensively against this Indiana offense if you hope to limit the 3. That was one of the better performances offensively that I've seen in the last 10 years from Indiana against a really good Marquette basketball team. I think Marquette's going to win a bunch of games because they're athletic. They play really hard at the defensive end. I just thought Indiana just absolutely dominated shooting the basketball.
And Indiana's defense was terrific in that ball game as well. That's the one thing that just shocks me about this team. At this early part of the season, they spent so little time together as a team, except for this summer, of course, in San Juan, and then, of course, here getting ready for this season. But when you talk about having an entirely new roster and have a ball club that comes together as quickly as this one has, in all the games that they played at this point, it's pretty doggone special.
Yeah, well, the one thing I would say, at least in the few games I've seen, is Coach DeVries does not have to worry about effort right now at this point in the season. And there are a lot of teams in college basketball where they're coaching effort and toughness. And you're in a bad spot if you're in college and you're getting taught effort and toughness. I mean, that's step one of playing college basketball at a high level. Coach DeVries has not had to worry about that at the defensive end. This team plays hard. They pressure the basketball. They try to deny the wing. They seem to be locked in when it comes to help side responsibility. The one thing that I think that they're going to run into a little bit of trouble is some athleticism out along the perimeter. I thought Marquette did a really good job attacking the pressure, getting deep inside the paint, and got Indiana in a little bit of foul trouble in that ball game. Playing the type of pressure defense you want to play, but playing it without fouling, I think is going to be very important here for Indiana, especially when you got Kansas State coming. You got Louisville and Kentucky, who I watched that game last night. Those two teams can really play. They play fast. They go north, south. They attack the rim, and they can really shoot the basketball. I think Indiana still needs to be tested against teams like that, but I agree with you. I think the defense looks great early. They're playing hard. They're connected. We just got to make sure that when they're playing some athleticism, that they can play that type of defense without fouling and getting in foul trouble, because depth right now is something that I think Indiana is a little bit concerned about. And you cannot be in foul trouble early in basketball games, especially against good teams.
This Milwaukee ball club has a couple of guys that Indiana's got to be aware of. Seth Hubbard, a 6'4 senior. He's averaging 19 points a ball game. He's shooting it extremely well from not only the regular, mid-range jump shots. He is knocking down 53% of his threes. And then the other guy is Amar Aguilard. He's 6'5", a senior. From Zion, Illinois, he's hitting almost 40% of his shots, 40% of his three-point shots, I should say, and he is a beast inside. So they got some weapons, and this Milwaukee team could give Indiana a little bit of trouble if they're not prepared.
Oh, I think that's a great point. This is a Milwaukee team that's a little bit different than some other good mid-majors. You see it a ton where the guards are really the primary scorers at mid-majors. Honestly, if you were a big at 6'11" and you could really score, you're probably not at a mid-major. But a lot of times they're undersized. Well, this Milwaukee team, the two guys that you got to worry about are 6'5" and 6'4". These are some taller, bigger, athletic guards that can really put the ball in the basket. Aguilar's coming off a game where he knocked down 6 threes, I believe, made his first 4, had over 20 points in that ball game just a few days ago. And Hubbard's been great all season long. He's averaging close to 20, as you pointed out. So those two guys are really the engine that makes this offense go. But it's not just those two guys. I think Milwaukee plays fast. They're athletic. They crash the boards. They look for second-chance opportunities. It's one of the better mid-major rebounding teams in the country. I think Indiana's going to have to be ready at the defensive end to play fast, take away the 3 ball, and try to rebound the basketball at the defensive end. I think if you come out flat-footed tonight against a pretty good Milwaukee team, you could be in some trouble early.
Time to take a look at the injury report brought to you by IU Health. And in that context, Indiana is getting one of the guys that's been sidelined all season long up to this point. Nick Dorn will be playing his first basketball tonight for Indiana. How much time he'll see, we'll just have to wait and see. Still out, Josh Harris, Alex Ristich, and Jason Drake. So, keys to the game, E?
Guarding the 3 ball, honestly, for both teams. Whoever guards the 3 ball better, I think is going to have a great chance of winning the basketball game. Milwaukee just hit 14 threes a few days ago against Little Rock. I think that's going to be really important for this Indiana defense.
All right, when we come back, we'll pass along the starting lineups for tonight's game and get you the opening tip-off. Right after these messages, our pregame show brought to you by the IU Credit Union, an official partner of IU Athletics. We started a credit union and created a community. This is IU Basketball on the Kearsarge Radio Network from Learfield.
Get back to doing what you love. If you're experiencing hip, knee, or shoulder pain and it's affecting your everyday activities, it may be time to schedule a consultation with one of our highly skilled orthopedic surgeons. Our fellowship-trained surgeons specialize in outpatient joint and shoulder replacement. We may be able to get you home on the same day of your procedure. As the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics, IU Health will give you the expert care you need close to home. Call 812-333-2663 or visit iuhealth.org/BloomingtonOrtho. Visit Bloomington and South Central Indiana's Royal on the East Side today for a large selection of new and used Subaru, Volkswagen, and Audi vehicles. Their large and diverse selection of both new and used vehicles ensures that they have the vehicle for you, no matter what it is you're looking for. Stop in and visit them today. Conveniently located just across from College Mall on 3rd Street. Check out RoyalOnTheEastSide.com or call 812-332-3333. So why wait? Come test drive a new Audi, Subaru, Volkswagen, or one of their many other quality used cars, vans, trucks, or SUVs. Royal on the East Side is a proud sponsor of IU Athletics.
Hoosier fans, depend on Master Rental for all your rental equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor in need of an excavator or a homeowner doing a weekend deck project, Master Rental is the only place you need. They're your go-to resource for all your home and garden maintenance needs. With the largest, most current rental fleet in the area, including Bobcat, Echo, Exmark, Honda, and Simplicity, Master Rental is your full-service rental provider. Let us take care of you like we take care of Hoosier Village.
Hoosier fans, Harold Fish Incorporated has been making a difference across Indiana since 1985 as the premier provider of mechanical systems, including heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and process piping. Whether it's a large facility, business, or home, or if you want to work with a local company that is the best at what they do and supports the community, be sure to call HFI for your next project and see how they can make a difference for you.
Did you know the Hoosier Lottery is the only lottery named after its people? That means you.
Me?
Yep, and you.
Me?
Yes. And all of you! Us? That's right. And we believe all of you could enjoy some play in your day. Even better, when you play Hoosier Lottery games, you support Indiana. Since 1989, you've given back more than $7 billion to good causes across our state. Nice. When you think of it like that, there's so much to play for. Hoosier Lottery, champions of play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
From tip-off in Bloomington to living rooms across Indiana, we're all part of the Hoosier family. At Smithville, we're not just fans. We're your neighbors, bringing you fast fiber internet, crystal clear voice, and smart security built for the way Hoosiers live. We're proud to be the official telecom partner of IU Athletics, and even prouder to call this community home. Learn more at smithville.com.
On the CareSource Radio Network. From Learfield, Hoosier basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Coors Light. Coors Light. Choose chill. Official beer sponsor of Indiana Athletics. And by Smithville delivers fast fiber internet, voice, and smart security with Hometown Hustle. Learn more at smithville.com. The tip is moments away. From the Smithville Broadcast Center, here's the voice of the Hoosiers, Don Fisher.
And welcome back to Simon Scott Assembly Hall, where Indiana gets ready to take on the Milwaukee Panthers here tonight under Bart Lundy in his 4th season as their head coach. Again, they've had 3 consecutive years of 20-win seasons. This is a good basketball program, and it'll be a very tough test here, I think, especially in the early part of this ball game here this evening. The starting lineups tonight, they are brought to you by Green & Schultz Trial Lawyers, where injury law is our field and justice is always the goal. Here's how they'll line up for Wisconsin-Milwaukee tonight. It'll be Isaiah Dorcius. He's 6 foot. I take that back. Dorcius will not start the ball game tonight. It'll be Seth Hubbard at 6'4", 195, a senior from Jonesboro, Georgia, a transfer from Toledo. Amar Aguilar, he's 6'5", 225, a redshirt senior from Zion, Illinois, a transfer from Fresno State. Faison Fields is the big man inside. He is 6'10", 220, a graduate senior out of Memphis, Tennessee. A guard is Isaiah Pippa-White. He is 6'2", 180, a junior from Portland, Oregon, a transfer from Odessa College. And the 5th starter is Seth Hubbard. He's 6'4", 195, a senior out of Jonesboro, Georgia, and for transfer from Toledo, and he is their leading scorer at 19.3 points a ball game. So that's how they will start the ball game this evening, and we speak of Milwaukee there. And for Indiana tonight, they'll go as they have in each of their ball games so far this year, and I'm talking exhibitions, the 3 ball games in San Juan, Puerto Rico. They started this way for every game they've played so far. Peyton Connerway, he is 6'3", 190, a redshirt senior from Burleson, Texas, a transfer from Troy. Connor Enright, 6'1", 180, a redshirt senior from Mundelein, Illinois, a transfer from DePaul at the guard spots. Reed Bailey, he's 6'10", 230, a senior from Harvard, Massachusetts. He'll play the post position at the outset. Tucker DeVries at 6'7", 225, a redshirt senior from Milwaukee, Iowa, a transfer from West Virginia, will be at 1 forward. And Lamar Wilkerson at 6'6", 205, a senior from Ashdown, Arkansas, a transfer from Sam Houston State, will be at the other forward position. So that's how Indiana will start this ball game tonight. The officials for this ball game, and this is kind of unique. We've got Jeffrey Anderson, the official for tonight's ball game. This will be 3 times we've seen him already, including the Baylor exhibition ball game, along with Mike Littlewood and Edwin Young. So Jeffrey Anderson can make a home here in Indiana pretty soon.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to ask you if you think he did a good job or not the last couple, but we'll wait and see here.
Well, he wasn't in Chicago, so
he didn't stand out, which is always a good thing.
No, I think he's a good official. There's no doubt about that. He was in the NCAA tournament quite deep into it. I don't know if he did the championship game or not, but he was definitely a part of the NCAA this past year.
Indiana's just got to stay out of foul trouble here early in this game. I mean, 2 times now we've seen Indiana struggle getting some guys in foul trouble. You want to play pressure defense, Don, but you've also got to know who you're guarding. And if he's quicker than you and he's got his head down going to the basket, you got to make sure you slide your feet and don't use those hands Because these officials, they're emphasizing that right now early in the season.
Indiana will send out their Peyton Conaway, Connor Enright, Tucker DeVries, and Reed Bailey along with Lamar Wilkerson. So that's Indiana's starting 5. Jumping center will be Reed, and he'll go against Faison Fields, who's 6'10", so they're the exact same size height-wise. At least they are on paper.
He looks
smaller.
Bailey looks taller there.
Yeah, he does.
By at least an inch or 2.
Oh, they're just fudging on Fields' height.
Maybe Bailey's a 7-footer. I don't know.
All right, we are ready. And the opening tip, we're underway. A tip goes to Indiana. Connor Enright comes up with it, gives it to Peyton Conaway. He takes it across the line, feeds it over to Enright, who circles to the right, stops, gives it off to Tucker DeVries. DeVries against Jovanovic here in the early part of the game. Over to Bailey, and back outside to Conaway. Conaway, top of the key, gives it over to Lamar Wilkerson. He tries to drive, penetrates, turns, and draws a foul. And first man to get a foul call in this ball game by Jeffrey Anderson. And that man is Seth Hubbard, their star point guard. Not point guard, but their star shooter, I should say.
The first thing I would do following up after a game where I made 6 threes is I'd use a shot fake. These guys are watching film. They know he can really shoot. That's a really smart play by Wilkerson.
First point of the ball game. He knocks down that free one. He is 3 for 3 on the season here. Hadn't been to the line a lot in these first 2 ball games, and now he's been to the line early in this one. And the second shot rims out, and the ball is in the hands of Milwaukee. Up the floor to Hurry. This is Isaiah Pipple-White. He's the point guard right now. Fires it over to Hubbard. Hubbard on the right wing, throws it outside to Jovanovic. Jovanovic bounce pass, nice feed inside, and they lay it up and in, and Pipple-White has the first 2 points of the game and a lead for Milwaukee. Indiana basketball. Conaway will bring it up the court. Peyton works against Pipple-White, gets it across the timeline, lobs it over to Reed Bailey. Bailey now turns around, looks, he give and go to Tucker DeVries, and they get an easy one. Tucker's got his first 2. And Indiana jumps back out on top at 3-2. Now across the timeline, ball in the hands of Pipple-White. Pipple-White takes it, hands it off to Seth Hubbard. Hubbard brings it to the left side. He gives it to Aguilar. Aguilar against Lamar Wilkerson. Back to Jovanovic. Now off to Pipple-White. He circles back to the top, fires up a long 3. It's way off the mark. Rebound tipped away into the hands of Connor Enright. Down the floor to Tucker DeVries. He gets it across the timeline to Connor. Connor gives it back out to Conaway. Peyton Conaway drives inside. He forces up a shot and got it. Conaway is really good at getting to the rim.
He's probably one of Indiana's better guards when it comes to dribble penetration and making a good decision.
Here is Jovanovic with the basketball. He works it right side to Aguilar. Aguilar brings it back between the circles, then drives it back to the right. Pulls up, down to the right wing, throws it back outside to Jovanovic. Jovanovic spins his way into the lane against Tucker DeVries, bangs into him, throws up a shot, and gets it to go down. And Danilo Jovanovic gets his first 2, and it's a 5-4 game, Indiana by 1. Here's Enright, driving the baseline, throws it outside to Conaway, inside to Reed Bailey, puts it up, missed it. No contact call there, and Reed got banged pretty good. They're back the other way now. Aguilar throws it outside. They get it inside. It's Lamar Wilkerson knocked it away. Jovanovic stole it, but he traveled. So Indiana will get it on the turnover by Milwaukee.
You can just already tell, Don, just the athleticism. This is a much tougher test, aside from the Marquette game, but those exhibition games, the first home game, this not like this Milwaukee team. These guys have got some athletes. They're cutting hard. They're big and physical. Indiana's going to have to play really well.
Connor Enright will bring it up. Walks it initially, now jogs it across the timeline. Now sets it up, gives it a ball to Tucker DeVries on a drive. Connor back to him. He throws it inside to Bailey. Bailey gives it back to Tucker for a 3 try. It's off of no, and a battle inside and a foul call. I think it's a push on Reed Bailey. Not on him, but it's going to be called. Yeah, Aguilar is the guy who gets nailed on it. That'll be his first foul.
Got the action you wanted. Tucker DeVries right there on the right wing. Just didn't go down. You got to love the effort there by Reed Bailey crashing the boards.
Here's the inbound. It's tipped away. It's stolen by Milwaukee. Down the floor in a hurry. Comes Faison. He drives in, puts it up and in. And Faison Fields comes up with his first two. Now it's 6-5 Milwaukee. Connerway with the ball, takes it to the left wing, gives it up to Bailey. Reed now drives into the lane, turns around, looks for help, lobs it outside to Lamar Wilkerson. Wilkerson slides to the right, on the wing. Now drives it into the lane, pulls up, fadeaway shot, off the rim, no good, and the rebound to Aguilar. Aguilar from Milwaukee, back the other way. Aguilar takes it to the left wing, tries to throw it in, loose. Bad pass, stolen away. Tucker DeVries has got it, now to Wilkerson, and Lamar with an open three, buries it. Wilkerson gets his fourth point of the ball game on a big three there, and Indiana jumps out 8-6. Now up the court, Pipple-White with the ball. He gets it across the timeline. Pipple-White hands it to Aguilar. Aguilar brings it outside to it was Hubbard, and now the ball is stolen away, but nope, it's picked back up by Milwaukee. Jovanovic on the dribble right. Takes it to the wing, down low against Tucker DeVries. Tries to back him in, bangs with him into the lane, and finally throws up the shot and missed it and tipped away to Connerway. Connerway on the break down the floor, gets it back, now outside to Connor Enright. He throws it outside to Tatum for a three try. He misses it short, but the rebound to DeVries, throws it back up and missed it. And back comes Milwaukee on the attack. Indiana by 2. Here in the early going, this is Hubbard with a basketball. Hubbard slides to the top, into the lane, then slides right, throws up a shot, won't go, tipped away, and out of bounds. It's going to belong to Indiana. And that might be a bad call there. I think Indiana touched it last, but timeout is called on the floor, and Indiana with an 8-6 lead over Milwaukee with 15:29 on the clock. We're back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Your health is affected by a lot of things in your life, like what you eat, where you work, or even how you get to a doctor. It all connects. That's why CareSource offers so much more than health insurance. We connect you to the resources in our community that make your life better so your health can be better too. But the most important connection we're making in Indiana is with you. CareSource. Care that connects. Connect with us now at caresource.com.
IU Credit Union. We believe in community commitment, a long-term relationship, building a strong and trusted partnership.
Appreciation and respect go a very long way.
A fair deal for everyone every day.
Leave your doubts behind. Grow your mind, time to shine. Make the day whatever you design.
IU Credit Union believes you can chase and dream. We started a credit union and created a community.
Visit Bloomington and South Central Indiana's Royal on the East Side today for a large selection of new and used Subaru, Volkswagen, and Audi vehicles. Their large and diverse selection of both new and used vehicles ensures that they have the vehicle for you, no matter what it is you're looking for. Stop in and visit them today. Conveniently located just across from College Mall on 3rd Street. Check out RoyalOnTheEastSide.com or call 812-332-3333. So why wait? Come test drive a new Audi, Subaru, Volkswagen, or one of their many other quality used cars, vans, trucks, or SUVs. Royal on the East Side is a proud sponsor of IU Athletics.
Welcome back to Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Indiana 8, Milwaukee 6, 15:29 on the clock here after our first television timeout. Just so everybody knows, if I ever get the card turned here, Hoosier fans, get ready to cheer for your free fries. At all men's basketball home games, when the opposing team misses both free throws and a single trip to the line, you score a free order of Finney fries. Head to any Finney Hospitality Group restaurant in Bloomington or the Indianapolis area to enjoy your fries, and you can learn more at www.finneyfries.com.
Well, this is a Milwaukee team that just got done beating Little Rock by 20 points, and in that game, Don, they took 30 threes. 14 for 30 from downtown. And one of the keys to the game today was Indiana's attention to detail, not leaving shooters, pressuring the ball, and making Milwaukee score in other ways besides shooting the three. And I have to say, defensively, a nice start here for Indiana. Milwaukee's only gotten up 1-3, and their half-court sets look like an absolute grind right now. They're taking contested shots. Indiana's doing a nice job taking away the 3 ball.
Tucker DeVries brings it up the floor and then gives it over to Connor Enright, who gets it across the timeline. Connor with the basketball, the slow bounce out front, bounces to Tucker DeVries, top of the key. Tucker now against Jovanovic, fakes, spins on him, drives it right, turns around, looks, throws it back outside. Trent Sisley's come in, and so is Sam Alexis. Here's Connor Enright, throws it out to Wilkerson. A long 3 by him is good. Lamar Wilkerson gets his 7th point of the ball game, and he's hit 2 threes here early. It's 11-6 Indiana. Now, new face in the ball game. Isaiah Dorcius is in the game for the first time for Milwaukee. Jovanovic gets it and then gives it over to Hubbard. Hubbard slides to the right, pulls up for a jump shot. Off the rim, no. Connor Enright clears the board. Tate McKenzie's also in now for Milwaukee. Here's a pass inside to Sisley, but his shot's blocked by McKenzie. And he takes it right away, gives it up the floor. Hubbard's got it on the right wing. Seth Hubbard, he's going to pump up another long one. This one's no good as well. Connor Enright comes away with a rebound. Down the floor in the hands of Tucker DeVries. Tucker starts it to the right, backs his man down, still on the dribble, trying to get it into the lane. And can't quite get it. Gets it to Connor Enright in the far corner. He rims up a 3. It's no good. And McKenzie went for the rebound, but a foul was called, and I think Sam Alexis got nailed on it. That'll be his first.
Indiana's got to have more than just one guy crashing the offensive glass. That time Alexis was the only one going for the rebound. I just think there's going to be games where the 3's not going down, and you got to develop that habit, that pattern of going to the offensive glass.
Across the timeline, ball in the hands of Milwaukee now. They've also got another new face in the game, Stevie Elam, for the first time. Now with the ball is Dorcius. Dorcius gets it to Jovanovic, gets in the lane, forces up a left-hander, won't go, but a foul is called, and Alexis just got his second. So Sam has picked up 2 early fouls, and that's not good for Indiana because Alexis has been a big factor in almost every game they've played this year.
Oh, he's played well, and of all the areas where Indiana's a little thin, I think it's that power forward center position, and it's been Reed Bailey and Sam Alexis, and that's just going to put a lot more pressure on Reed Bailey here as he's set to check back in. He's going to have to play some extended minutes here.
So Jovanovic will go to the free throw line. Jovanovic is a transfer from Louisville, and he looks like he's a pretty good basketball player. I'm not sure I like his taste in sneakers,
or headband.
But they're kind of a pink, yellow, or kind of orangey. I can't tell what they are.
I've never been a headband guy either.
You what?
I've never been a headband guy.
I agree.
Yeah.
Me either.
It just never looked right on me, you know?
But he carries it. He does a nice job.
You got to go like the beard and the longer hair, I think. I've just never been that committed.
He made them both. He's got 4. And now it's 11-8. Indiana by 3. Conway will bring it up. Gets it across the timeline. Josiah Miles is in the game, too. Now here's Sisley. He lost the handle, but he was fouled. And they're going to whistle this one. And it looks like Elam gets nailed on it, his first. Indiana's been called for 2 fouls, but both those were on Sam Alexis. They've got 3 fouls called on one each on different players. Here's the inbound. Conaway gets it in to Reed Bailey. Back to Conaway. Conaway out near the top of the circle. Throws in the corner to Trent Sisley for 3. Yes! And Trent Sisley knocks down his first shot of the ball game, of the Hoosiers jump out to a 14-8 advantage. Now here is Dorcius on the dribble, throws it back outside to Jovanovic. Jovanovic circles to the right, takes the handoff, then gives it over into the hands of Elam. Elam drives right, gives it back to Jovanovic. He has the ball stripped by Tucker DeVries, picked up by Indiana. Sisley down the floor to Bailey. Bailey lays it up for him with the left hand. And Bailey's got his first 2, and Indiana jumps out to a 16-8 advantage.
Indiana's done a nice job. Whenever Milwaukee turns it over, Indiana gets out and runs.
Dorcius on the dribble outside. Finds Jovanovic, then gives it off to Elam. Elam pulls up from 16 feet, misses the shot. Josiah Miles comes up with a rebound. Down the floor quickly. Josiah gives it back out to Conaway. Conaway holds on the left side, now drives it back to the right. And now gives it inside to Bailey. Bailey turns it on Dorcius, kicks it out to Sisley for another three. Yes! And Sisley's got his 6th point of the ball game, and a timeout is called by Milwaukee. Indiana 19, Milwaukee 8 with 12:24 to go here in the first half. And that was a big three there. Hoosier fans, visit IUbench.com now and register for your chance to join your Hoosier men's basketball team for a unique on-court experience, including your own candy striped pants at the Michigan State game March 1st. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance.
Yeah, Milwaukee's second group is not doing them any favors right now. I think if I'm Coach Lundy, I'm going back with some of my starters here, and otherwise this game could get away from them in a hurry here. Indiana on an 8-0 run here over the last minute, and they're out to an 11-point lead.
And they did call a timeout, a full one here. So we're going to take a break. We'll back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Odds are, while you may be an expert baker,
Thanks, Grandma.
or hip shaker, you likely don't spend time thinking about advanced medical treatments or research. So IU Health is here with the expert healthcare 9 out of 10 Indiana doctors have chosen for their patients' care. Because whether you're an expert DIYer or expert high-fiver, trust the experts more Hoosiers do. Indiana University Health, no matter the odds. IUhealth.org.
Hoosier fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is an official beer sponsor of IU Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
It's game time, Indiana. Whether you're streaming the big game, running your business, or keeping your home secure, Smithville keeps you connected. With blazing fast internet, crystal clear voice, and smart security, Smithville is your hometown MVP. Proud to power Hoosier Nation as the official telecom partner of IU Athletics. Stick with the home team, Smithville. Learn more at smithville.com.
Welcome back to Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Indiana 19, Milwaukee 8 with 12 minutes, 24 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. Got one new face for sure coming into this ball game. And I'm not sure who this is because, yes, I am. It's Aaron Franklin, a 6'5 senior out of Kansas City, Missouri, transferred from Hutchinson Community College. Aguilar's back on the floor as well with Hubbard. So it's Franklin, McKenzie, Hubbard, and Agard. And I don't know who the fifth player is out there, or do I? It's Pippa White back on the floor as well. Indiana sends out Bailey, Connerway, Josiah Miles, Lamar Wilkerson, and Trent Sisley for the Hoosiers. And it'll be Milwaukee basketball, but Indiana's knocking down some threes here early. They've got 4 of them. Talk about how a score changes with three-point basket.
No doubt about it. Making the threes at the offensive end, really making it tough on Milwaukee at the defensive end here.
Here's Pippa White across the timeline on the dribble, fires it out here to Franklin. Franklin, a new face, couple of dribbles, gives up the ball, then throws it over in the hands of Hubbard. Seth Hubbard drives it to the right wing, now pulls up for that mid-range jump shot. No good. Rebound tipped away to Aguilar. He throws it up. He missed it, and it's batted out of bounds. It's going to belong to Milwaukee. Josiah went up for it, lost his footing out there. Yeah, everybody thought there was going to be a timeout call. We're inside the 12-minute mark, but I think that's what they did with that commercial, or with the break that they took on that previous timeout. So the inbound's going to come from Pippa White underneath the Milwaukee basket. We got a foul against Lamar Wilkerson, who was chasing his man that time, and Lamar must have grabbed him because it's his first personal foul.
Yeah, Aguilar just got, in that last ball game, I think took over 10 threes, and he hasn't even had a chance to even look at a three.
Pippa White gets it into Aguilar. He throws up a three, and he knocks it down.
I just totally put the kiss on us there. Shouldn't have said anything.
Aguilar picks up his first basket of Trey. Here we go. Connerway the other side. 19-11 Indiana. Here's Reed Bailey. Turns around against McKenzie. Drives. Nice speed to Lamar, but he misses the easy one inside, and it's tipped away to Seth Hubbard. Hubbard from Milwaukee brings it back to the Panthers. Gets it across the timeline. Works it to the top. Looks at left. Looks at right. Then tries to dribble into the lane against Bailey. Throws up a wild shot that goes down. And that's his first 2 points of the ball game. 19-13. Indiana's lead cut down to 6. Here is Wilkerson. Gives it to Connerway, and Tatum with the basketball. Out between the circles. Now trying to work with it. Top of the key, then penetrates the lane, lays it up, and scores. And Tatum Connerway gets his 4th point of the game. Another nice rim brought. Goes right to the rim each time. Every time he does, it's like he's got magic in that hand, throwing it up there. There's a blocked shot by Sisley. Knocked away. Scramble for out of bounds. It's going to belong to Milwaukee. And that is not a happy camper right now. And Darren DeVries, he thought that ball was touched last by Milwaukee.
Indiana bringing in some subs here. It looks like we're going to see Nick Dorn for the first time.
And Nick Dorn is in the ball game. And Tucker DeVries is back in there with Bailey and Lamar Wilkerson and Connerway. Here's the pass outside to Pimple White. Pimple White on the dribble between the circles. Fires it right side to Agard. He fires it up there and hits another one. Wow, Amar Aguilar has his second 3 in a row. And all of a sudden, this ball game's down to a 5-point Hoosier lead. Here is Connerway with the ball out to Lamar. Wilkerson gets it to Bailey. Bailey turns, clears to Connerway. Payton tried to penetrate, can't do it, gives it to Tucker. Now off to Bailey. Outside it comes to Nick Dorn. Dorn, who has not played until now in this game, and now Lamar Wilkerson buries another 3, and he's got 10 first-half points. 3 threes for Lamar. 24-16 Indiana, and the Hoosiers up 8 again. Pimple White on the dribble for Milwaukee. Pulls up, throws it out to Franklin. He gets it to Aguilar. Aguilar fires again. This time an air, basically an air ball, but it hit the backboard. Now up the floor, he's got Nick Dorn for a 3, and he hits! And the first shot that Dorn takes as a Hoosier goes down as a 3-pointer. 27-16, and Indiana's out to an 11-point lead. Here is a whistle, a foul called, and this time the personal is against. It's on Dorn.
Yeah, he's got a tough matchup here. They're starting to run some sets for Aguilar, who's knocked down 2 threes here already. And Nick Dorn, in his first action this season, he's got to chase over the top of those down screens, flare screens. He's got a guy in Aguilar right now that's feeling some confidence. He's going to shoot with any type of daylight at all. So if you're Nick Dorn, you've got to be there on the catch with a high hand to kind of make Aguilar feel as uncomfortable as possible.
Josh Dixon just came in from Milwaukee. He gets the pass inside. Here gives it out to Pimple White. Pimple White, a whistle blows away from the ball. And now we got a foul called again. And Dorn picks up 2 quick personals, and he's going to come out of the ball game. So he hits a 3, but he commits 2 fouls. And that's probably just because he is not used to this kind of competition this early.
Yeah, it's a tough defensive assignment here. Aguilar's going to be really aggressive. They're running a ton of stuff for him. And I've watched both of them off the ball. Nick Dorn got caught holding.
Here's Dixon on a drive to the right side. Now we got a foul, and the foul call is against Faison. Picks up his first foul of the ball game on an illegal screen. 26-16 Indiana. Connor Enright's the guy who came in for Dorn. So Indiana's got their original 5 out there. 26-16 IU. Tucker DeVries will inbound. Gets it to Connor Enright. Connor will bring it up. Gets it across the timeline. Drives it toward the right side. Kicks it back out to Tucker. DeVries with it now. DeVries slides it to the left side. A give and go to Reed Bailey, but it's tipped away. Reed couldn't hang on to it. It went out of bounds, and Indiana turns it over for the second time. And now Jovanovic is back in the ball game for Milwaukee. And the inbound comes to Pimple White. Pimple White brings it up for the Panthers, gets it across the timeline. Looks at left, finds Dixon with a pass. Dixon tries to drive it, gets it inside, scoops it up, misses it. Rebound put back up by Jovanovic. And Jovanovic has got his 6th point.
You can see why he got recruited in a D1 school, a pretty high major school. He's got the size and the body.
Conaway with a basketball, slides it into the lane, down low, throws it outside to Conner and right, bad pass out of bounds. Indiana turns it over.
A little sloppy here the last couple possessions from Indiana, and you got to give some credit to this Milwaukee defense. They're doing a really nice job on the handoffs and the ball screens. They're recovering back out to shooters. And it has not looked as smooth here for Indiana here the last minute or two.
And the coach is not all that happy right now. I can tell you that as he looks on, hands on hips. Here's a shot by Dixon, and he knocks down a 3. Josh Dixon comes into the ballgame, a true freshman, and he gives a bit of a problem for this Indiana ball club suddenly, and the lead is right back down to 5, 26-21. So timeout. This will be a short one. Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment. Choose Chill, official beer sponsor of Indiana Athletics. Celebrate responsibly.
And the 3-ball just changes everything. And if offensively you turn it over a couple times in a row, I mean, you've got to be so locked in on the defensive end, especially against a team like Milwaukee that wants to play fast, and they'll shoot the 3-ball. I mentioned it, their last ball game against Little Rock, they launched 33s. So if you're not absolutely locked in on the 3-ball, trying to take it away, Milwaukee's a team that will hurt you, and we have seen that here the last couple possessions. 2 turnovers at the offensive end from Indiana has turned into 5 easy, quick points from Milwaukee. What was a 10-point lead, all of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, is down to a 2-possession ball game here. I love the timeout from Coach DeVries here talking to his team.
And Tucker will inbound. He finds Tayton Conaway, and Conaway will bring it up. Tayton gets it across the timeline against Dixon. Now works it out between the circles, feeds it off to Reed Bailey. Off it comes to Wilkerson. Give and go to Tayton down low. He lost the handle when it was touched last by Aguilar. And it'll be taken out of bounds by the Hoosiers. And now the other official blows a whistle. And not sure what we're doing here.
We're reviewing something. I don't know exactly what. They are going to be reviewing something here.
So some kind of a timeout being taken. Jeffrey Anderson comes over. And it's a review, I guess. So we'll keep it here for the time being. Well, don't forget to join Coach Darren DeVries or Terry Moore at 7:05 on most Monday nights throughout the season for Inside IU Basketball. It's presented by J.C. Bank and hosted live at Hoosier Hanks East off of College Ball Road in Bloomington. And our next show is Terry Moran's, her first of the year. That will come next Thursday. Or next Monday, my apology. It'll come this coming Monday. I'm confusing everything with Coach Signetti's show on Thursday nights. But it'll be Terry Moran's show, Inside IU Basketball with Terry Moran, coming your way on Monday night of this coming week.
I would love to know what they're reviewing right now. I would love a monitor up here, too. It's just a little too far away for me to see exactly what's going on. I don't know if they're reviewing off the ball like an elbow or something, or...
Well, here's the other thing. They've taken a full timeout now. So I guess we better take the timeout, huh? We'll be... Milwaukee challenged something on the floor, and they lose that challenge. So I'm not quite sure what it was that they challenged. And our commercial break cannot come at this point in time, so because they're about ready to send everybody back out on the floor. Well, hopefully they have the 7-minute break coming up here, but right now I can't tell you that's going to be the case.
Normally it's under 8 minutes, under 12, under 4, but it looks like they're changing it up a little bit on us here. Both last 2 timeouts, it looks like they've done as over 18 or over 8 minutes left here in the first half. Looks like they're taking a TV timeout.
I apparently have, and they've just confused us to the point where we couldn't get the timeout in.
Yeah. We were able to find out what the challenge was about, a Milwaukee challenge. They thought that ball went off of Indiana. It did not, so they lose a challenge there. It's going to be Indiana basketball out of bounds underneath.
Well, Indiana sends out Wilkerson, Enright, Bailey, DeVries, and Conaway. And everybody's coming back to the sideline again here. What's going on?
They're describing that they challenged the play. I don't know exactly if they're going to take the media timeout now or what the delay is, but both teams just standing around on the court.
Well, let's see if we can get this break in then. I assume we're not going to. So
right, they were just waiting because the media break was taken and the horn had not gone off yet. Both teams were ready to play, but they needed to wait until the time was up. So it looks like we did miss it, but it will be Indiana's basketball out of bounds underneath here.
Well, that'll be fun trying to get that in. So here we go. Tayton Conaway will trigger the inbound play when we finally get a whistle and they hand the ball to Tayton. And finally they do. Conaway gets the handoff. He looks to get it inbounds. He throws it into Tucker. DeVries has it, dribbles to his left, pulls it back, top of the key. Can't go anywhere with it. Finally bounces to Lamar Wilkerson, who lays it in. And Lamar's got 12 first half points. 28-21. Indiana on top by 7. Here's Pippa White, drives all the way to the hole, throws up a wild shot, but he's going to be fouled, and Wilkerson just picked up his second personal.
He got bailed out there. It looked like he was up in the air without a plan. Definitely, instead of trying to make the shot, most certainly tried just to draw the foul there, and it worked. He looked very awkward, threw the basketball up in the air, and they're going to try to get him shooting here at the free throw line, shooting too. And I just didn't think it was a good shot attempt there. Wilkerson picks up the foul, but it's going to be Pippa White here at the line shooting 2.
So Pippa White goes to the stripe. He is 4 for 7 on the season at the free throw line. And he fires this one off the back of the rim, and it's no good. If he misses the second one, the Penny Fries folks will go crazy, which is primarily the student body.
Look at the last home game, I believe, and I think it was in the first half last game too, so... Oh, the fans want Fries.
And Trent Sisley is coming to the ball game for IU. Lamar will sit down, and the second shot's missed. But the rebound comes into the hands of Faison. He bounces it off to Aguilar, who fires up a three that's no good, an air ball. Now put up by Danilo Jovanovic. He missed it. Aguilar again gets the rebound, and he travels. So the turnover goes against Milwaukee. 28-21, Indiana by 7. 7:48 to go here in the first half. Kind of getting a little bit shabby out there.
And getting out rebounded too here. 15 boards for Milwaukee here. Indiana's only got 9, Don. That's going to be an issue here.
Tayton Conaway brings it up for IU. Gets it across the timeline. Gets it to Reed Bailey. Then back to Conaway for a long three. And he bangs it home. Tayton Conaway doesn't take a lot of threes. He'd only taken 2 prior to that one. He's got his 7th point of the ball game, and he's now 1 for 3 from the three-point line this year. 31-21. Here's a 3 on the other end, and Pippa White hits it. And we got another foul call. This one's on the floor, and this shot is going to count. And Pippa White comes up with the three-pointer. That'll be his 5th point of the ball game. And Reed Bailey was called for the personal. That'll be his first of the game. So Faison Fields goes to the stripe, 6'10" senior out of Old Dominion, a transfer from Old Dominion, and from Memphis, Tennessee is his hometown. Fields fires this one up there and knocks it down. He's got his 3rd point of the game.
This could be a 5-point play here if he knocks this down. And Coach DeVries is not happy right now. Indiana's getting hit with some of these ball screens. Milwaukee's getting some open looks from 3. Getting out rebounded right now. Still got the lead, but I don't think Coach DeVries is very happy.
He's definitely jawing with an official about something, and that second free throw is no good. The rebound comes to Reed Bailey. Bailey pushes it up the floor himself. Stops at the right wing. Throws it outside to Tucker DeVries. Tucker comes back out with a pass to Connor Enright, who drives it into the lane, feeds Bailey. Bailey tries to put it up and gets hammered. Faison Fields is going to be called for the personal, and that will be his 2nd of the ball game.
Enright does such a good job of keeping his eyes up as he drives to the basket. Just a really nice look. Made the defense slide over, and perfect timing, hit Bailey about 5 feet from the rim.
Sekou Koigné is about ready to come into the ball game. A 6'9" redshirt freshman for Milwaukee. as Bailey goes to the stripe with his first free toss, and Reed Bailey is now 11 of 12 on the free throw line so far this year. So this big man is shooting them up and doing it the right way with the free throws. He'll have one more. And number 2, also good. 4 points for Reed Bailey, and Indiana's up once again by 8, 33-25. 7 minutes left here in this first half. Here is Josh Dixon outside from Aguilar. Aguilar gets it to Piffle White. They whip it around the perimeter. And now here's Dixon back with it, top of the key. Slides to the left, pitches it inside to the new face in there, and he can't work. And now he gets away with it. He stepped on the out-of-bounds line. And Sekou Konye makes a mistake here at the very beginning, and Indiana gets the ball back. That is number 5, and they make that 6 as far as the turnovers are concerned for Milwaukee. This inbound comes to Reed Bailey, and Bailey again will, next time he's going to hand it off to Tatum Connerway, who didn't really expect it initially, but he pulls up to it, gets it across the timeline. Connerway drives left, spins into the lane, throws it up, and going to have goaltending. And so Connerway gets his 9th point.
He's been aggressive attacking the basket. Knocked down a 3, and you're right, Don. I think he is very, very talented, very skilled. Even though he's not the biggest of guards, but he can get deep in the paint, make good decisions, finish around the rim.
Here's Dixon with the basketball for Milwaukee. Gives to Aguilar. To Aguilar, gives it back out to Piffle White. Piffle White on the dribble between the circles. Takes it to the left. Down to the wing. Bounces it outside into the hands of Konye. And offensive foul is going to be called, I think, on Konye for using the right arm to hook his man. And Konye picks up his first foul. So Indiana gets it on that turnover, the 7th by Milwaukee. Indiana has 3 turnovers thus far. Here's Tucker DeVries. Inbounds to Connerway. Connerway turns and works against Piffle White to get it across the timeline. Does so. Gives it out to Connor Enright. Connor Enright gives it back outside to Reed Bailey, then to Connerway, then back to Tucker DeVries. DeVries, top of the key, throws it in the corner to Enright for a 3. Yes! And Connor Enright gets his first 3-pointer of the ball game, his 2nd of the year, 38-25, and suddenly Indiana's out to a 13-point advantage. The 3-point shot is amazing. How fast it can erode and negatives. Here's a shot up and in by Jovanovic. And Jovanovic down low gets his 8th point. He's having a really good ball game tonight. He averages 8 points a ball game, and he's got 8 already in this one. Still have 5+ minutes to go here in the first half. Connerway with the ball on the left wing, drives the baseline. Inside, he scores, but it's going to be a foul out on the floor. And let's see who they whistle this one against. It looks like it's going to be on Danilo Jovanovic, and that'll be his first foul.
That's a good call. Total mismatch there, and Connerway recognized it. Just made a little move, switched over to the left hand, drove baseline, beat Jovanovic. Baseline, was forced to grab him, and then just a real smart play, too. And Indiana's going to be at the free throw line here shooting 1-1. But, man, I like how aggressive Connerway has been here in this first half.
Looking for his 10th point with his free throw. He's got his 10th. And Indiana continues shooting the ball extraordinarily well from the free throw line. They were 36 of 40, 90% shooting at the stripe coming into this ball game. And they've knocked down 5, I think, already, now 6 in this contest. 11 points now for Tate and Connerway. Indiana's lead moves to 13 again at 40-27. 5:15 to go here in this first half of play. Here's Piffle White, lost the handle, picked up by Bailey. Down the floor to Connor Enright. Takes it inside, scoops it up, and slams it home. Connor Enright just threw it off the backboard, and Reed Bailey cleaned it up with a slam dunk. That's the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen that play from this Indiana ball club so far this year. That is awesome. 42-27. Bailey now with 6. Here, top of the key. Jovanovic drives to the left. Cut off by DeVries. Jovanovic backs his way in. Forces up a little fadeaway and knocks it down. Jovanovic has been playing terrific in this contest. He's got 10 points. Here is Tucker. Feeds it over to Bailey. Bailey gets hammered out there by Saku Konye. Picks up his second foul of the game.
Bailey does such a good job. He starts so spaced. He's out on the wing, 6'10". And once he gets going, Don, he is one of the more athletic, quicker bigs that we have seen so far in the early part of this season. And once he gets going to the basket, man, he's a tough guard. Milwaukee was forced just to hand check him there just to keep him away from the rim. And that's right after a transition play where he looks spectacular running the court in transition.
Bailey fires up the free one good. He's got his 7th point of the game. He remains red hot at the stripe. I'll tell you, this Indiana team, we haven't seen free throw shooting like this from an Indiana ball club in a long time. It's a strike.
It's been impressive. It really has. And it's not just the guards, too. The bigs are making them. Everybody's making them.
Well, we put the kiss on Reed. He misses the second one. 43-29 Indiana. 14-point advantage. 4:20 to go in the half. Here's Jovanovic. Feeds it over to Elam. Back in the ball game, Stevie Elam. And now, ball in the hands of Seth Hubbard, who's back in too. Now, drive by Hubbard. Drives it back to the right side, down low. Throws it up and hits it. And Seth Hubbard's got his second basket, his 4th point. He's their leading scorer, but he's only got 4 so far here in the first half. 43-31. Here is Connor Enright. Outside pass to Josiah Miles. Josiah throws it out to Connerway. Connerway looks to the right. Now dribbles it out to the wing. Gives it over to Enright on the right side. Back out to Reed Bailey. He drives again in his man. Turns around against Faison. Throws it outside. Faison fields. Now to Enright for a 3. And this one off the front of the rim. Just barely touched it. Went out of bounds. And so we have timeout on the floor. 3:31 to go here in this first half. 43-31. Milwaukee making it a little bit tougher than some of these other teams that you would expect. Nevertheless, right now we got a ball game. We're back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
It's no coincidence that Neil rhymes with deal, because that's something you can always count on with the leader in tires and auto repair for nearly a century. Neil Tire is committed to giving you the best deal on a set of Falcon tires. Stay safe on the roads this basketball season as you travel to all those Indiana Hoosiers games. Visit neiltire.com to schedule an appointment and to find the location nearest you. As always, nothing beats a Neil deal.
Hoosier fans, Harold Fish Incorporated has been making a difference across Indiana since 1985 as the premier provider of mechanical systems, including heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and process piping. Whether it's a large facility, business, or home, or if you want to work with a local company that is the best at what they do and supports the community, be sure to call HFI for your next project and see how they can make a difference for you.
Oh, I'm right where I belong.
Looking for your next vehicle? Why not buy from a name you know and trust? This year, Curry Auto Center is celebrating 110 years of service. That's 5 generations of local ownership. Locally owned means we treat you like family. Whether you're eyeing a powerful GMC truck, a sleek Chevy, or a luxurious Buick, we've got the selection, the deals, and the people you can count on. Come celebrate 110 years with us at Curry Auto Center. Time tested, price perfected. Online at curryautocenter.com.
Electric Plus is a full-service electrical contractor with offices in Bloomington, Avon, Kokomo, and Lafayette. We work hard to deliver big wins for our customers, leading the league in new construction, modernization, and service repairs. Our team specializes in industrial, commercial, and residential work with 24/7 emergency coverage. We are 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, meaning every job is powered by people who have a stake in our success. Just like the Hoosiers aim to be the best, the mission of Electric Plus is to be the best electrical contractor, period. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. Go Hoosiers!
Get back to doing what you love. If you're experiencing hip, knee, or shoulder pain and it's affecting your everyday activities, it may be time to schedule a consultation with one of our highly skilled orthopedic surgeons. Our fellowship-trained surgeons specialize in outpatient joint and shoulder replacement. We may be able to get you home on the same day of your procedure. As the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics, IU Health will give you the expert care you need close to home. Call 812-333-2663 or visit iuhealth.org/BloomingtonOrtho.
Hoosier fans, have you ever wanted to put on your own candy stripe warm-ups and hang out on the court with the team before the game? This season, the Hoosier men's basketball team is looking for an honorary pregame team member for the Michigan State game on March 1st, and it could be you. Go to iubench.com and register for your chance to join your Hoosier men's basketball team for an experience that includes bench seats during warm-ups, candy stripe pants, and game tickets for 4. Again, that website is iubench.com. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud partner of your Indiana Hoosiers.
Indiana 43, Milwaukee 31, 3:31 to go here in the first half. Looking to buy, sell, or build a home but don't know where to start? Call the trusted agents at True Blood Real Estate, the official real estate partner of Indiana Athletics. Milwaukee basketball, they bring it up the court. Josh Dixon with it. Dixon between the circles, then drives to the left. Pitches it back right side to Faison Fields. They get it back outside to Hubbard. He puts up another mid-range jump shot, and that's where he can make hay because he's got his 6th point of the ball game. And all 3 of his shots that went down were that mid-range 16, 17-footer. 43-33, and we got a 10-point ball game again. Here's Tucker DeVries from the left wing. Drives to the baseline, cut off by Jovanovic. Now backs his way inside. Bangs around in there, puts up a little 10-footer of his own. Missed it, but Josiah Miles was there. Got the rebound, threw it back up, draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2 shots.
That's where Josiah can really help Indiana offensively. It's just crashing the boards, using his athleticism, his length. Did a really nice job. Just not quitting. He got blocked out, but he didn't quit on contact. He continued to push underneath the rim. He was able to get that rebound and a second chance here for Indiana. But that's one thing he could really do is use that athleticism.
So going to the line, Josiah Miles, and he misses off the back of the rim. Josiah looking for his first point of the ball game, averaging 4.5 points so far. In this 3rd game of the season, as Lamar Wilkerson sits down, he had 2 fouls. They don't want to get him a 3rd here at the end of the first half. He had a really good hot hand for IU early. And now the second shot by Josiah missed them both. And that's a rare, I think that's the first time we've seen in 3 ball games. Indiana does 2 free throws in a row. 43-33, 2:42 to go. Driving it right side is Dixon. He throws up a shot. It goes down, and they're going to call a foul, I think, on Tatum Connerway. Yep. Connerway picks up his first foul of the ball game.
Little run here for Milwaukee. I think Indiana had at one point here in this first half, 15-point lead, right around the 5-minute mark. The last 2.5 minutes here, they've cut into that 15-point lead. Now, if they can make this free throw here, they can cut it to 7. Which is a pretty nice run, a very important run for Milwaukee as they want to stay within striking distance here heading into the second half.
Dixon at the free throw line trying to convert a 3-point play. And he does. 6 points now for Dixon. And we got a whistle. And Tate McKenzie comes into the ball game and replaces Faison Fields for Milwaukee. Indiana has Tucker, Tatum Connerway, Connor Enright, Reed Bailey in the ball game, along with Lamar Wilkerson, who's back in. They're using a little offense-defense scenario here with Lamar. And Tucker hands him the ball, gives it over to Reed Bailey. Bailey looks in the corner, then comes outside with a pass to Enright. He slides to the right, throws it back out to Bailey. Bailey will put up a 3 and hit! And Reed Bailey has his 10th point of the ball game. First time he's taken a 3 this year, and he makes it. 46-36. Indiana's back on top by 10. Dixon with a basketball. Dixon pulls up, long 3 in the way. Off the rim, no. Rebound, Connor Enright. Down the floor he goes in a flurry. Takes it across with a pass to Connerway. Then out to Lamar. 3-pointer. Off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Jovanovic. Milwaukee back the other way. Down to the corner, they fire up another 3. It's no good, and the rebound comes to Lamar Wilkerson. Hubbard took that one, and he couldn't get it down. Here comes Lamar across the timeline. Feeds Tucker DeVries. Now to Bailey. Bailey on the left perimeter. Drives it down low. Pulls up. Throws it up. Has it partially blocked by McKenzie. And into the hands of Milwaukee. Inside a minute and a half to go here in the first half. And Milwaukee played Indiana tough. 46-36. Bounce pass comes out to McKenzie. He gives it up to Hubbard. Hubbard fell down. That was a travel, I think. But nevertheless, the ball in the hands of Aguilar now, and he lost the handle, got it back, throws up a 3, and he hits it. And this guy has knocked down his third three of the ball game, and we've got a 7-point game again. 46-39, Milwaukee keeping it close. Here is Bailey with a basketball. Gives it up to Lamar Wilkerson. 3 more. Yep. And Lamar Wilkerson's got his 15th point. I'll tell you, you talk about a guy that's ready to shoot every single time he gets the ball in his hands, and he can knock him down. Here's Josh Dixon on a drive. Puts it down to the left wing. Pulls back outside with it. Now looks, drives it back, bounces low. Stolen away by Connerway. Picked up by DeVries. Off to Lamar Wilkerson. Fakes the 3. Then drives it inside. Gives it over to Reed Bailey for an easy layup. Great play team-wise. Bailey's got 12. 51-39. 10 seconds to go in the half. Seth Hubbard brings it across the timeline. Hubbard slides to the right side, drives it down low, pulls up, throws it up, misses it, and Bailey comes up with a rebound as the half comes to a close, and Indiana will go to the locker room at halftime. A 12-point leader, 51-39. The Hoosiers on top of the Milwaukee Panthers, who will play very tough here in the first half of this ball game. Again, the score at half, 51-39 Indiana. And when we come back, John Herrick will present the Prairie Farms halftime show with statistics, interviews, and more. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Did you know the cure for testicular cancer was discovered at IU? At the IU Simon Comprehensive Cancer Center, our more than 300 researchers are never daunted in their work to beat cancer. Support the researchers delivering life-saving breakthroughs. Join the IU versus Cancer team. Learn more at cancer.iu.edu. That's cancer.iu.edu. Together, we're one team. IU versus Cancer.
Indiana is filled with wonderful people and places. So whether you live in Anderson or Attica and need an injury attorney, Green & Schultz trial lawyers will be there. Bloomington or Brazil, Gas City to Goshen, Huntington or Hammond, Green & Schultz makes it easy to help you. Jasper, Jonesville, Lebanon or Linton, Mitchell, Muncie, Plymouth and Portland, Seymour, Tell City or Union City, Warsaw, Washington, or even West Lafayette.
Green & Schultz trial lawyers, attorneys serving victims of injury and loss. More at greenschultz.com.
Your health is affected by a lot of things in your life, like what you eat, where you work, or even how you get to a doctor. It all connects. That's why CareSource offers so much more than health insurance. We connect you to the resources in our community that make your life better so your health can be better too. But the most important connection we're making in Indiana is with you. CareSource. Care that connects. Connect with us now at caresource.com.
Merchants Bank is a unique bank and has a proven track record as one of the nation's top performing banks. As rates move up and down, our rates are always at the top. At Merchants Bank, what you see is what you get. A great rate. Earn 4.25 APY on all money market balances. No gimmicks or hidden fees. Hop on over to where your money is safe, secure, and earning more. Merchants Bank, an official partner of Indiana University Athletics. Member FDIC. HopOnOver.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Hoosier fans, depend on Master Rental for all your rental equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor in need of an excavator or a homeowner doing a weekend deck project, Master Rental is the only place you need. They're your go-to resource for all your home and garden maintenance needs. With the largest, most current rental fleet in the area, including Bobcat, Echo, Exmark, Honda, and Simplicity, Master Rental is your full-service rental provider. Let us take care of you like we take care of Hoosier Village.
On the CareSource Radio Network. From Learfield, Hoosier Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Indiana University Health is proud to be the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics. And by Smithville delivers fast fiber internet, voice, and smart security with Hometown Hustle. Learn more at smithville.com. Now, from the Smithville Broadcast Center, this is Hoosier Halftime.
Our halftime show is presented by locally made, naturally delicious Prairie Farms. Indiana 51 and Milwaukee 39. I'm John Herrick with you at halftime at Assembly Hall. That was the first half where Indiana led by as many as 15. Milwaukee led only briefly when it was 1-0 less than a minute into the game. They did have 4 lead changes in that first half. Indiana's best scoring run was an 8-0 run. Milwaukee did have a 7-0 run at one point, but it's the Hoosiers that have the upper hand, 51-39 at intermission. We'll give you the first half stats presented by Old National Bank when we return in a moment. This is Indiana University basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Hoosier fans, Harold Fish Incorporated has been making a difference across Indiana since 1985 as the premier provider of mechanical systems, including heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and process piping. Whether it's a large facility, business, or home, or if you want to work with a local company that is the best at what they do and supports the community, be sure to call HFI for your next project and see how they can make a difference for you.
Did you know the cure for testicular cancer was discovered at IU? At the IU Simon Comprehensive Cancer Center, our more than 300 researchers are never daunted in their work to beat cancer. Support the researchers delivering life-saving breakthroughs. Join the IU versus Cancer team. Learn more at cancer.iu.edu. That's cancer.iu.edu. Together, we're one team. IU versus Cancer.
Introducing Hoosier Game Day Lager, the official craft beer of Indiana University Athletics. Brewed by Upland Brewing Company in Bloomington, this smooth, refreshing beer embodies Hoosier pride with iconic cream and crimson candy stripes. It's the perfect companion for every game. Whether you're cheering in Memorial Stadium, Assembly Hall, or watching from home, IU Athletics are always better with beer. Find Hoosier Game Day Lager at Upland's 9 family-friendly locations, your local liquor store, neighborhood bar, and everywhere Upland beers are sold. Upland Brewing Company reminds you to drink responsibly. Go Hoosiers!
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the trustees of Indiana University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
51-39, Indiana with the lead over Milwaukee at the half. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You are listening to Indiana University basketball. And we'll give you the first half statistics brought to you by Old National Bank, your trusted financial partner. Find out more at oldnational.com. In that first half, Indiana shot 60% from the field, 18 of 30, 9 of 14 from three-point range. That is 64% from beyond the arc, and they were 6 of 10 from the foul line. That is 60%. Milwaukee shot 47% from the field, 5 of 11 from three. That is 46%. They were 4 of 7 at the line. That is 57%. Indiana turned the ball over just 3 times, Milwaukee 9 times, and the Hoosiers scored 17 points off the Milwaukee mistakes, and Milwaukee scored 7 off the Indiana turnovers. Both teams have scored 16 points in the paint. Milwaukee has out-rebounded Indiana 20-14. Indiana, though, has 7 fast break points. Milwaukee just 2. 9 players played for Indiana, and 7 scored in that first half. They're led by Lamar Wilkerson, who has 15, Tatum Connerway, who has 11, and Reed Bailey has 12. You've got Connor Enright with 3, Tucker DeVries with 2,
2. Trent Sicily with 6, and Nick Dorn with 2 points before he got in foul trouble. Danilo Jovanovic leads the way for Milwaukee. He has 10, followed by Amar Aguilar. He has 9. 11 players played for Milwaukee in that first half, and 6 of them scored. We'll check the Coors Light out-of-town scoreboard when we come back in a moment. This is Indiana University basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Hoosier fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. At IU, we know what it means to be part of something bigger than ourselves. We stand together for passion, for pride, for purpose. And today, we stand for the gift of life. Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Say yes to organ donation and bring on tomorrow.
Hoosier fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is an official beer sponsor of IU Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries, we see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals. Because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Proud partner of the Indiana Hoosiers.
Oh, I'm right where I belong.
Looking for your next vehicle? Why not buy from a name you know and trust? This year, Curry Auto Center is celebrating 110 years of service. That's 5 generations of local ownership. Locally owned means we treat you like family. Whether you're eyeing a powerful GMC truck, a sleek Chevy, or a luxurious Buick, we've got the selection, the deals, and the people you can count on. Come celebrate 110 years with us at Curry Auto Center. Time tested, price perfected. Online at curryautocenter.com.
Indiana on top of Milwaukee by a dozen at the half, 51-39. Let's take a quick look at the Indiana women's sports calendar. The women's basketball team battling Florida State this Sunday at 5. The volleyball team goes up against Oregon this Friday night at 7. The women's swimming and diving team has the Ohio State Invitational. It starts next Tuesday. Track and field team with the early bird meet December 12th. Now let's check the out-of-town scoreboard presented by Coors Light. There's only 2 other games featuring Big Ten teams tonight. Minnesota and Missouri about to start in a matter of moments. At 9:30, Oregon hosts South Dakota State. Number 1 ranked Houston plays Oakland tonight. That game's about to start. 20th ranked Tennessee leads North Florida at the half, 47-30. This out-of-town scoreboard was presented by Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment. Choose chill, official beer sponsor of Indiana Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. Don?
All right, halftime show has been brought to you by the locally owned and locally made and naturally delicious Prairie Farms folks. But before we get to that, what do you think about the first half?
Well, offensively, Indiana was spectacular. But I will say Milwaukee had some success at the offensive end themselves and really has kind of kept themselves in this ball game because of their ability to shoot the 3 ball. They've made 5 threes here in the first half. They're 47% from the field. I think if you ask Coach DeVries, that's one thing he's probably going to be talking to his team about is attention to detail at the defensive end. If Indiana doesn't shoot this well, like they did in the first half, here in the second, they're going to have to bring their defense here for the last 20 minutes of this ballgame.
Well, it's going to be important for Indiana to get off to a good start in the second half. You don't want to let these guys hang around and get confidence and believe they've got a chance, because if you allow them to do that, they're going to have a chance.
Well, they got some guys that can make some plays, and you're 100% right. If they get confidence, they smell a little blood in the water, they feel like they've got a chance to win the ballgame. If Indiana doesn't take care of business early, this game could get interesting here in the second half.
All right, we'll come back here, and again, our halftime show has been brought to you by Prairie Farms. We'll return for the start of the second half in 2 minutes. This is IU Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Hoosier fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. At IU, we know what it means to be part of something bigger than ourselves. We stand together for passion, for pride, for purpose. And today, we stand for the gift of life. Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Say yes to organ donation and bring on tomorrow.
Viaggio Marine is proud to be the official pontoon boat sponsor of Indiana University Athletics. Located right here in Indiana, Viaggio is proudly family-owned and operated. You'll love Viaggio's complete lineup of pontoon boats featuring a bold, innovative new look, plush, luxurious furniture packages, vibrant new LED lighting packages, and unmatched construction. For the hottest thing in pontoons, visit ViaggioPontoonBoats.com. That's VIAGGIO pontoonboats.com.
Hey, Hoosier fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Indiana football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Indiana Hoosiers. Let's go Hoosiers! SeatGeek.
Discover your sanctuary at Hillview Country Club, a premier membership experience located in Franklin, Indiana, where beautiful fairways meet top-tier amenities. Join a community of passionate golfers and enjoy exclusive access to our welcoming course and refreshing aquatic activities. Hillview Country Club, where your best game begins.
Welcome back once again to Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Indiana 51, Milwaukee 39 at halftime, and we're about to get the second half of this ball game underway. We'll remind everybody, Hoosier fans, paint the Indianapolis skyline crimson on Saturday, December 6th, when IU basketball battles Louisville in the Carosaurs Invitational at Gainbridge Fieldhouse at 2 p.m. Tickets are going fast, so get yours now on Ticketmaster. And I think we can say fairly confidently that Louisville is really good.
Yes, they are. And Kentucky's really good. Indiana in the next 4 weeks, they've got some tough games here coming up, but you can't look past this one here. You know, the other thing offensively, DeVries only got 4 shot attempts. 1 for 4 in that first half for Tucker DeVries. You got to think Indiana's going to get him involved here.
Pimple White with the basketball for Milwaukee. On the dribble, out front between the circles, slides to the left, throws it back outside to Aguilar, who chases it down, and now picks it up and works against Lamar Wilkerson. Now he drives it down low on the baseline, tries to back him in, turns around, throws up a shot, and Reed Bailey blocks it out of bounds. Nice defensive play by Reed that time.
Yeah, that weak side, that shot block from the weak side is exactly what you want if you're Reed Bailey. He is so long and athletic. He read that absolutely perfectly. Did a nice job helping out Lamar Wilkerson, who got caught up in the air on the shot fake, but Reed Bailey was there to block it.
Pimple White will inbound for Milwaukee. Looks, gets it in to Aguilar. Aguilar forces up a 3. This one's no good. The rebound tipped to Connor Enright. Down the floor to Tatum Connerway. And Connerway gets it across the timeline, works it out against Seth Hubbard. Connerway on the dribble. Holds on to it now, and having trouble. Finally gets it to Reed Bailey. Bailey out between the circles, takes it to the right side, pitches to Tucker DeVries. Tucker lobs it into Reed on a give and go, but it's tipped away. A nice defensive play by Milwaukee once again, and they lose the ball, but they got it back. Fields with it. Fields looking to get it outside, and finally gets it into the hands of Pimple White. Pimple White slides it back to the left, now to the right, down around the circle, throws it back outside. Here's Hubbard with a 3. It's no good, and the rebound batted away, and a whistle blows, and we get a foul called, and this time Jovanovic gets caught shoving off on Tucker DeVries.
Yeah, Indiana's really stepped up the defensive pressure here, at least the first couple possessions. Love what you see from this Hoosier defense. I mean, they are there on the catch. They're chasing over the top on Aguilar, making that life really difficult on this Milwaukee offense. You got to like it.
Connerway gets it across the timeline. Tatum with a basketball. Gets it to Bailey out on the top of the circle. Feeds it over to Lamar Wilkerson. He downloads it inside to take Connerway for an easy layup for his 13th point. 53-39. Indiana back on top by 14. 18:24 to go. Just underway in the second half. Here's Pipple-White. Throws it over to Jovanovic. Now out to Aguilar. Back into the hands of Fields. Now, a drive by Hubbard to the right side. Goes down to the baseline. A whistle blows, and we got a foul called on Connor Enright. So Enright picks up his first foul of the ball game. I think that's his first. Yep, it is. 53-39. Ball will be taken out of bounds. Indiana on top by 14, but Milwaukee underneath their own basket. The lob in comes to Pipple-White, and his ball passed to Jovanovic, almost taken away, but Jovanovic comes up with it. Now he works against Tucker DeVries down low. Tries to back him in. Backs him in again. Turns around, throws up a little jumper, and knocks it in. And that's Danilo Jovanovic's shot right there. His 12th point of the ball game, 53-41. He tries to back you down and then kind of fades away a little bit as he puts up a 10-footer. Here's Enright. Bounces to Tucker DeVries. Tucker, cross-court pass to Lamar Wilkerson. Wilkerson drives inside, throws it up, couldn't get it, and the rebound goes to Pipple-White. White brings it down the floor to Hurry. Drives, throws it down to Aguilar. Aguilar in the corner, lost the handle as he went up for the shot, got it back, drives it inside, and he walks all over the place. So that will be called. Oh no, they're going to call a foul.
They're going to call an and one there. Will look to be a travel, ends up a possible three-point play for Aguilar here. That's not his strength. His strength is catch and shoot. But Indiana is all over him beyond the three-point line. He knocked down those 3 threes in the first half. Indiana's taking it away. That's a heck of a move there to get the and one. Could have been a travel. Doesn't go Indiana's way.
So Aguilar at the free throw line gets his 10th point of the ball game. Or make that his 11th point, 12th point of the ball game. He gets the shot to fall, and he gets the free throw. So he's got 11 points, make that 12 points now. Back the other way, a foul's called against Milwaukee. And this time, they whistle Faison Fields for his third.
Almost didn't call that one there. Coach DeVries is not happy right now with the way this game's getting officiated. But again, Connor Enright driving to the basket, making a play, drawing the defense and finding the open man. He has been so unselfish as he gets going to the basket. He's looking for teammates.
Here's Bailey at the free throw line, and Reese, who missed one earlier in the ball game, knocks that one down, so he's got his 13th point of the night. Looking for one more here. And get 2 of the 3 that they just lost back and get this thing back to an 11-point advantage. Reed Bailey's second shot is good. And Bailey now has 14 points in this ball game. Sam Alexis has not been heard from tonight because he got in early foul trouble. 55-44. Drive by Connerway. Throws it up. Missed. Down low. Another foul's called on Indiana. And Tucker DeVries gets nailed on this one. That'll be his first foul of the game. Tucker kind of quiet tonight.
He has been quiet, and you know, Indiana's got to find a way to get him involved. I get it. He had a huge game against Marquette. Milwaukee's got a lot of attention on him.
Here's Hubbard getting the inbound pass on the dribble on the right wing. Dribbles it back out of the perimeter, throws it outside to Jovanovic. Jovanovic worked down by Bailey this time defensively. Jovanovic trying to get inside. He fades, fires, misses. Rebound tipped up, no, and rebound comes to Indiana. Reed Bailey up with it. Down the floor in a hurry. Reed drives it to the right side of the wing. Bounces to Tucker DeVries on a give and go. Puts it up, missed the shot, but he'll go to the line. Fouled on the play.
Well, that's going to be there for Tucker as Milwaukee's overplaying the down screens, the handoffs, and they're going over the top, making him drive to the basket. That back cut is going to be there against pressure. Indiana's just got to continue to look for him, try to find ways here to get Tucker DeVries involved at the offensive end. He's still stuck on 2 points here for the ballgame.
So Tucker at the free throw line for his first toss there tonight. He gets it. He's got his third point. DeVries, 4 of 4 now on the season at the stripe. Hasn't been to the line a whole bunch at this juncture, but trying to give Indiana a 13-point advantage once again, and does exactly that. 4 points down for DeVries, 57-44. Josh Dixon came in the first half and gave him some spark and some life out there for Milwaukee, and he comes in this half trying to do the same thing. Also in the ball game is Aaron Franklin for the second time in this contest. Came in briefly in the first half. Now here is Dixon driving it to the left side. Brings it back to the top between the circles. Works it back left to Hubbard. Seth Hubbard on the right side goes to Aguilar. Aguilar lost the ball, but a whistle. Offensive foul call. And that foul call is going to be whistled out Aguilar. That'll be his third, so he's picked up 2 quick ones here. And he took a shot that time. He hit the deck. He's still on the floor. And their coach Bart Lundy is saying something to the official about it. Elam comes into the ball game, and Aguilar is going to go to the sideline for a moment or two. So Aguilar will come out. Stevie Elam is back in the game. 6'3" freshman out of Adrian, Michigan. Indiana basketball. Tucker DeVries inbounds to Connerway. Tayton will bring it up. Connerway on the dribble. Walks it across the midcourt stripe. Left side pass goes to Bailey at the high post. Gives it back out to Tucker DeVries. He drives on Jovanovic down low. Fires it back outside to Connor Enright for 3. He missed it, and the rebound taken out of there by Hubbard for Milwaukee. Hubbard brings it back the other way. Drives it across the right side. Down low he goes. Lost the handle. Tucker stripped the ball away from him. It went out of bounds off of Tucker, but the ball will belong to Milwaukee. When we return, we got a timeout call with 15:53 to go here in this final half of play, and Indiana with a 13-point lead, 57-44. Back in a moment. This is IU Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
From city centers to rural towns, Hoosiers are facing big challenges. Indiana University is right here with you, working together to find new ways forward. Our graduates fuel the workforce and strengthen communities. Our research drives real change in people's lives. We show up, we do the work, and we solve what's next. Indiana University. Bring on tomorrow. See what's next at iu.edu/impact.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Oh, I'm right where I belong.
Looking for your next vehicle? Why not buy from a name you know and trust? This year, Curry Auto Center is celebrating 110 years of service. That's 5 generations of local ownership. Locally owned means we treat you like family. Whether you're eyeing a powerful GMC truck, a sleek Chevy, or a luxurious Buick, we've got the selection, the deals, and the people you can count on. Come celebrate 110 years with us at Curry Auto Center. Time tested, price perfected. Online at curryautocenter.com.
Here at Simon Scott Assembly Hall, second half of the game tonight between Indiana and Milwaukee, and the Hoosiers have a 13-point lead at 57-44 with 15:53 remaining. Fans, IU Credit Union is the exclusive provider of the IU Athletics MasterCard debit card. Choose yours from 6 great IU designs and show your Hoosier pride. See them online at iucu.org. IU Credit Union, they are an official partner of IU Athletics.
Well, not a horrible start here for Indiana. We talked about how important it was that Indiana get off to a good start here in the second half, not give Milwaukee any sense that they've got an opportunity or a chance to win the ball game. I wouldn't say it was a great start here to the second half, especially at the offensive end. Indiana a little stagnant at the offensive end, only 1 of 3 from the field. Outscored Milwaukee 6-5 in the first 4 minutes of action. So still anybody's ball game here. Cannot allow Milwaukee to get on a run here. The one thing Indiana has done well is defensively here to start the second half.
Trent Sisley's come in, so has Sam Alexis for IU. The inbound comes to Josh Dixon from Milwaukee. Now gives to Jovanovic, back to Dixon. Dixon on the perimeter right. Connor Enright on him, throws it over to Jovanovic. Jovanovic clears it over into the hands of Stevie Elam. Elam gets it to Tate McKenzie, who's in now. Back out to Hubbard. Hubbard now tries to drive, pulls up. That's his shot, and you can't let him loose. And Seth Hubbard's got his 8th point of the game. Every one of his shots have been mid-range that have gone down. 57-46. Indiana by 11. Here's Tucker DeVries to Sam Alexis on the high post right. He hands it off to Lamar Wilkerson. Wilkerson had the early hot hand in this ball game. Gives to Alexis. Sam holds on to it. Clears to Tucker. Tucker DeVries' first 3 in a while, and that ball rims out, but we got a whistle. And a foul away from the ball on Indiana. They called that on Sicily, I think.
Trying to crash the glass at the offensive end. Trent's done some nice things, especially in the first half, but just hasn't been very involved since a couple threes he made early. Just trying to get involved there, rebound the ball.
Across the timeline, Josh Dixon with the ball. Finds Stevie Elam on the right perimeter. He brings it back left, guarded by Tucker. Now gives to Jovanovic. Jovanovic on the right perimeter. Back to Elam for a 3 try. It rims no good, and Connor Enright chases down the rebound. Enright up the floor quickly. Fires in the right corner to Trent. Sicily drives the baseline. Tried to throw it to Sam Alexis, and it went out of bounds. Indiana just not quite as sharp offensively in this ball game. Here's the inbound. Jovanovic going to Josh Dixon, and Dixon will bring it up. Fires it over to Elam. Stevie Elam. One dribble, gives to Hubbard. Hubbard clears it off to Jovanovic. Jovanovic takes it left to Josh Dixon. Dixon circles to the right. Down low he goes. Throws up a little runner. Won't go. Rebound, Tucker DeVries. DeVries up the floor. Tucker gets it across the timeline. Takes it inside to Sam Alexis. He puts it up. It's blocked by McKenzie out of bounds. And so Indiana will get it.
McKenzie has done a nice job. That's his 3rd block. He's not very skilled offensively. They don't run a lot of stuff for him. But, man, when he has come in off the bench, he has done a nice job contesting right at the rim. He's got 3 block shots here, 2 steals. I'm sorry, just 3 block shots here for Milwaukee.
And right inbounds to DeVries. Tucker throws it back to Alexis. Alexis give and go to Tucker DeVries for a slam dunk. You can see that one coming. A really nice pass by Alexis. And Tucker DeVries has picked up his 6th point of the ball game. 59-46, Indiana 13-point leader with 14:05 left. And now we got a whistle and a foul call. And Connor Enright gets called for it. Connor complaining to the official. Now he says, okay. 2nd foul on Connor Enright. Shot clock, or the shot clock was apparently moving or something. So they've reset it at 30. And now the inbound play to Josh Dixon, and Milwaukee back in the attack. Indiana by 13. Across the timeline, Dixon with the basketball, works it to the right, throws it over to Tate McKenzie, knocked away, picked up by Lamar Wilkerson. He drives it all the way, scoops it up, couldn't quite get it to go down, but he'll go to the line. Drew the foul, and this whistle going to go against Hubbard. That's his 2nd of the ball game.
Yeah, Milwaukee's got to really avoid those live ball turnovers. Each and every time they turn it over like that, Indiana gets out and runs. It gets a really easy opportunity in transition.
Peyton Conaway checks back in. Connor Enright will sit. Josiah Miles is going to check in as well. And Tucker DeVries is going to get a blow. Pippa White checks in, and out goes Seth Hubbard for Milwaukee. Lamar Wilkerson at the stripe with 15 first-half points. And his first point of the 2nd half gives him 16. And he'll have a 2nd shot coming. 4 for 5. Well, my apology. He won't have a 2nd shot coming. 3-point play, right? Now, here's a steal by Sicily, but it's picked back up by Jovanovic. Back across the timeline, Jovanovic feeds it over to Elam. Elam now drives it to the right wing. Elam gets it inside, throws it up, and couldn't get it. And Sam Alexis, who had something to do with that shot, get the rebound, gives it outside to Josiah, then back to Sam, now to Lamar Wilkerson. Inside he goes, throws it up, no. Alexis clears the board. Sam Alexis throws it back outside to Connerway for three. Rims it, no good. Alexis rebound, puts it up and in, and a foul.
That's exactly what you got to do there if you're Sam Alexis. Just get active underneath the rim. 2 offensive rebounds in 1 possession for Indiana's big man, and he has a chance at a 3-point play. He's not going to shoot a lot of threes, Don, but if he can be active, rebounding the ball, it's exactly what Indiana needs from Sam Alexis. A heck of an effort there.
And the foul call on Pippa White. That's his first of the ball game. Alexis going to the free throw line. Sam has his first 2 points of the game and trying to get his third at the stripe. Eyes number 1, and it is good, and that's the only one he'll get because he did score a field goal with that one too. Just a hair behind, aren't you a little bit, Don? Yes, I am, sorry. Here we go. On the drive right side, this is Hubbard, puts up a shot, and this guy is really a great mid-range shooter. Seth Hubbard gets his 10th point. 64-48. Indiana on the attack. Connerway with it, drives it inside, throws it back outside to Sisley. Sisley drives it, bounces off to Josiah. Josiah fakes, puts it up, wouldn't go, but he goes to the line. 12:34 left in this one, and the foul call whistled against Jovanovic. That would be his third, I believe.
Last 3 possessions, Indiana's really putting their head down and getting to the basket, trying to get to the free throw line here without DeVries in the ball game. They got a lineup in here that can be big and athletic underneath the rim. They're getting aggressive, going for boards. Love what you see here, and this is exactly what Indiana needs. They need to be able to score inside the paint.
Well, Josiah Miles is having a tough time at the free throw stripe. He has missed all 3 of his free throws so far tonight. He's going to get a 4th opportunity here, and you know he wants to see one finally go down. 12:34 left in the ball game, and the second free toss rims around and then drops in. So Josiah gets his first point of the ball game at 65-48. 12.5 minutes to go, and Pippa White brings it across the timeline in a hurry. Circles to the right, gives it back outside Aaron Franklin. He gets it down low to Aguilar. Aguilar, guarded by Miles, throws up a shot, and he got it down. I'll tell you, this guy's a good player. 14 points for him. 65-50. 12:09 left. Up the floor, Connerway gets it across the timeline, throws it left side to Trent Sisley, off to Sam Alexis. Back out it comes to Sisley. Now he throws it over to Connerway. Connerway, back out it comes to Lamar Wilkerson. Wilkerson takes it left side, then down low, he drives, and let's see what they're going to call. That'll be a foul call against Faison Fields. So Fields has got his 4th personal foul, and we got a timeout. Score: Indiana 65, Milwaukee 50, 11:50 left in this contest. We're back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Did you know the Hoosier Lottery is the only lottery named after its people? That means you.
Me?
Yep, and you.
Me?
Yes, and all of you.
Us?
That's right, and we believe all of you could enjoy some play in your day. Even better, when you play Hoosier Lottery games, you support Indiana. Since 1989, you've given back more than $7 billion to good causes across our state.
Nice.
When you think of it like that, there's so much to play for. Hoosier Lottery, champions of play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Have you been injured at work? Contact Golitko and Daly, the Indiana work injury lawyers, at indianaworkers.com. There's nothing easy about work injury cases. At Golitko and Daly, we focus on work-related injury cases and have board-certified and OSHA-trained trial lawyers to help you with your case. Find us at indianaworkers.com. Golitko and Daly, your Indiana work injury lawyers. At Golitko and Daly, we go to work when you can't. Sharp Business Systems of Indiana is proud to be an official technology solutions provider of IU Sports Properties. SBS Indiana is best known for our great document solutions, such as copiers and printers. But here at SBS, we also offer a full line of professional audio-visual solutions, including touchscreen video boards with integrated speakers and microphones, complete with professional installation and service. This state-of-the-art technology can improve both communication and interaction in offices and classrooms alike. To find out more, go to sbsindiana.com or call 317-844-0033.
Back here at Simon Scott Assembly Hall, Indiana 65, Milwaukee 50, 11 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this contest. Green and Schultz Trial Lawyers, where injury law is our field and justice is always the goal. We're here for you when accidents happen and it matters most. Bloomington, Indianapolis, and at greenschultz.com.
15-point lead here. Indiana's done a nice job kind of slowly building out on this halftime lead. It hasn't been crazy, but just enough here with, I believe it's going to be Wilkerson going to the free throw line here. A chance to make it 17 if he knocks it down. And it's a good position to be if you're Indiana. Under 12 minutes left to go here in the second half. And Milwaukee's really struggling here in this second half shooting the basketball. Only 5 of 14 from the field. This Indiana defense has really stepped up and made it really tough on the Panthers to score the basketball. That's really been the key here this second half. Hasn't been shooting threes in the offense. It's really, this lead has been driven by the defense here in this second half.
Indiana has outscored them 14-11 in the second half, so it has been a slow grind in regard to getting that lead bigger. But the Hoosiers are battling that and trying to get that lead up to a point where it takes kind of the will away from Milwaukee. CareSource offering benefits that go beyond health insurance, like one-on-one help to find a steady job, access to healthy food, or a dependable ride. When your life is better, your health can be better too. CareSource, care that connects. So Lamar Wilkerson will go to the free throw line, 17 points in his total in the ball game, 3 of 4 at the stripe in this contest tonight. And Lamar will go to the line for a couple here. Or is this a one and bonus? I think it's 2. Well, maybe not. Lamar fires it up there, and it will be now. As Wilkerson knocks it in.
And with him shooting, it's 2.
18 points. And he gets one more. And it is around the river. No, you put the kiss on him.
It's not, I don't know how I do it, but I do it every time.
I didn't say a word.
That was me, 100% me.
Here's Piffle White, drives it across the lane, dumps it inside, a nice feed to Aaron Franklin for an easy 2, and Milwaukee bouncing right back down 14. 11 and a half minutes left. Connerway will bring it across the timeline for IU. Tucker DeVries back in the ball game. Connerway lobs it into Sam Alexis and threw it too high. Turnover, Indiana, their 5th of the ball game. Or is it 6? It'd be their 6th. So, back up the floor comes Piffle White with the basketball for Milwaukee. Throws it over to Franklin. Franklin gives it over to Aguilar. Aguilar inside, throws up a spinner that's no good. And the rebound, Alexis once again. Sam Alexis does a tremendous job for being an undersized postman. And Indiana's got the ball with Connerway on the dribble. Tatum takes it outside, throws it out. It comes to Josiah Miles, who looks at a 3, fires the 3, and hits the 3. Miles has got his 4th point of the ball game. 69-52. Darren DeVries tells his guys, if you got a 3, take it. And he did. And bingo. Now, here's Seth Hubbard, backs it out, gives it over to Ivanovic. Ivanovic works on Alexis. Down low he goes, turns, lost the handle out of bounds. It should belong to Indiana.
I agree with you there. I don't think that went off a Hoosier. Ivanovic got really lucky there, bailed out. It looked like that was a turnover. And they are going to challenge it here.
Indiana's going to challenge. So we'll see. 10:29 left. And Indiana right now leads 69-52. From tip-off to overtime, Smithville's got your back. Internet, voice, and smart security that keep you connected and protected. Choose your home team. Learn more at smithville.com.
I think that's a good challenge. It looked like it was off Jovanovic, but we don't have the best angle from up here, but this is a big possession right now. I mean, If Indiana can get this ball and score off the turnover, if it's a 3, it's a 20-point lead here for Indiana. So Milwaukee desperately needs a basket to stay within striking range here, and this is a big, I think a really good challenge here from Coach DeVries.
Well, while we have a second here, I'm going to say something to our fan base, the Hoosier Nation out there, about Saturday's football game with Wisconsin. I don't care what the outcome is, but I want our fan base to stay in the stands for the entire ball game on Saturday. I don't care what the score is, if it's a blowout or if it's close. I want the fan base, the student body here at Indiana, everybody that's listening right now, pass it along to anybody that's going to that football game. This team needs to be celebrated at the end of a ball game with the entire fan base hanging out and doing it with this team. This ball club deserves it. They have had a tremendous season once again, a much tougher schedule than last year. They've got 10 wins right now, working to finish the season unbeaten, 12-0. And obviously they've got a chance to do that. But whatever happens on Saturday, I want our fan base to be there for the entire 60 minutes of that football game.
Yeah, it's going to be an easy day to do it too, Don. I mean, not only has the team been playing great, it's a noon game, 69, 70 degrees and sunny, I believe, on Saturday. An absolutely perfect type of day to watch a football game. And I agree with you. The way that Indiana has played this season, to have that place packed from kickoff until the final whistle, I mean, that's what Indiana needs and deserves. But what a season the football team has had this year. I mean, it has been spectacular. And that last game at Penn State, whoo, boy, that was good. That's the best game I've watched ever, probably.
Well, it was phenomenal, and the last drive was without doubt historical. It was one of the best I have ever seen. I can't remember, and granted my memory is no longer what it once was, not that it was ever great, but I don't ever remember seeing a better final drive of any football game that I've ever watched at Indiana.
No, absolutely spectacular. That's why this last home game is so important for Indiana to keep winning and keep giving them a chance to make the college football playoff.
Ball will belong out of bounds to Milwaukee. And the inbound taken by Indiana's Tate Conaway, steals it, lobs it down the floor to Lamar Wilkerson, and he lays it up and in. Lamar with his 20th point of the ball game. And Indiana jumps the lead out to its largest 19-point advantage, 71-52. In another steal, almost up. Lamar is saying, that guy touched it last, I did not, but he's not going to get the call. And Indiana lost their challenge, so no more. And the inbound, Aguilar gets it in to Seth Hubbard. Hubbard gets it across the timeline. Hubbard takes it to the left. Tries to drive inside. Lamar hits the deck. Here's a jump shot by Seth Hubbard, and that's his game right there. Mid-range jump shot from about 18 feet. 71-54. And Milwaukee just continues to hang around. Ball in the hands of Tate and Conaway. And Conaway with it. Gets to Sam Alexis. Down to Wilkerson. Out to Tucker DeVries. DeVries on the dribble. Try to penetrate down low. And lobs it back outside to Conaway. Now back in it comes to DeVries. DeVries again tries to back his way in. Kicks it out to Conaway. Conaway lost the handle. Out of bounds. It's going to belong to IU. Aguilar got the last touch.
1.6 on the shot clock here. So Indiana's got on the side.
Well,
catch maybe one dribble and shoot at most.
Just get it in to Tucker or Lamar. Now Connor Enright's going to check in, and Josiah Miles will check to the sideline. Now, Tate and Conaway looks, gets it into Lamar, throws it up, couldn't get it, but he draws a foul, and the foul call is going to go to Aaron Franklin. That'll be his first.
3 offensive players right at the half-court line, and it's almost like they were running receiver routes to get open. And Wilkerson did a great job after the initial look was kind of taken away. He kind of cut to the basket, straight line pass. Instead of taking the 3, he went right at the rim and was able to draw the foul.
So he has 2 shots coming. The first one in the air and hits the front of the rim and off. So he has missed 3 free throws tonight. He was coming in 2 for 2 on the season. So having a little bit of a problem here this evening with the free throw shooting. And this is the first time we've seen this IU basketball team struggle at the free throw line. And not that they're struggling badly, but they're not hitting like they had before, 90% coming into the game. Second one is good by Wilkerson, his 21st point. Indiana up 72-54, 18-point advantage. Now, here's a drive to the left side, and that's Seth Hubbard on the wheel route, right side, throws up a shot, doesn't go, but he does draw a foul as well. And this is Icata and right.
It's not as much movement for Milwaukee in the second half as we saw in the first half. It's been a lot of one-on-one basketball, and really in the last few minutes, Hubbard has really taken it upon himself to get the ball at the top of the key and then try to make a move. He's been good here in the second half. He's got 12 points total here from Milwaukee.
And that free throw is no good. They've already got the Finney fries for tonight, so they don't have to root for that any longer, but Hubbard misses that free toss. He gets one more. Indiana 72-54. And this one is no good as well. You can't get double Finney fries, can you? I don't think so.
I don't know that that's part of the promotion, but I would love double Finney fries. I would.
Jovanovic hits, however, a rebound basket there for his 14th point, and now it's 72-56.
Just kind of hanging around here.
Yep. Here is Peyton Connerway out to Sam Alexis. Feeds it over to Lamar Wilkerson. Wilkerson on the perimeter, holding on and throws it back to Connerway. He'll let go a long bomb. It's off the rim, no good. Ball tapped out of bounds, and Fields got the last touch on it.
Alexis again making things happen. Didn't come away with the rebound, but just active enough where Milwaukee's not able to come down with it. Another second chance here for Indiana.
So Tate Connerway will trigger the inbound. Connerway looks, gets it in to Tucker DeVries for three. Yes! Tucker DeVries knocks in his first three of the night, his 9th point of the game. And Indiana right back to a 19-point advantage. 8:29 left. Here is Seth Hubbard on the dribble. Hubbard bounces it off to Jovanovic. Jovanovic circles right, gives it over to Aguilar. Aguilar spins, and now he uses an elbow and fouls Lamar Wilkerson. And so Aguilar picks up the foul, and he's got his 4th foul of the ballgame.
Lamar's been kind of a pest here defensively in the second half. Just a really nice job taking away the three from Aguilar. He's just not nearly as effective driving the ball to the basket. He wants to catch, rise up and shoot. And Wilkerson did a great job taking away that first look and putting Aguilar in a tough spot.
Aguilar, it's the guy who goes to the bench.
Aguilar.
Not a big deal. Here is Dayton Connerway, gives it out to Lamar Wilkerson, now off to Tucker. DeVries gets it over right hand to Connerway, who drives the baseline, cut off, then puts it up anyway and hit it. Dayton Connerway with his 15th point. And Indiana up 77-56 in their biggest lead of the game at 21. Outside pass comes to Jovanovic. He drives on Tucker, tries to back him down into the lane, pulls up, he fires a little fade away, and he got that one to roll in. Jovanovic having a night. He's got 16 points. And he has not been averaging anything close to that. He's got 8 as an average. Here is Tate Connerway in for another layup, but this one misses. He, however, does draw the foul. And the whistle is going to be blown, I think. It was on, Pippa White. That is his 2nd foul of the ball game. So, 77-58, Indiana with 7:34 left in this one. Timeout on the floor. We're back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Christian Lawrence.
And I'm Brad Lawrence at Goldcaster's Diamonds and Fine Jewelry. And we just want to remind you how much the woman in your life really does love you.
Wow, but Dad, how can you know that?
Well, she puts up with his sports, doesn't she? She's letting him listen to the game right now.
True.
Because she is your biggest fan.
Always cheering you on.
So come to Goldcasters
for a little sparkling gift that reminds her
that you're her biggest fan too.
Goldcasters at 2nd and Washington in Bloomington.
From city centers to rural towns, Hoosiers are facing big challenges. Indiana University is right here with you, working together to find new ways forward. Our graduates fuel the workforce and strengthen communities. Our research drives real change in people's lives. We show up, we do the work, and we solve what's next. Indiana University. Bring on tomorrow. See what's next at iu.edu/impact.
Hoosier fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is an official beer sponsor of IU Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
Here at Simon Scott Assembly Hall, Bloomington, Indiana, the Hoosiers right now with a 77-58 lead over Milwaukee with 7:34 left in this contest. Don't forget to join Coach Darren DeVries or Terry Moore at 7:05 on most Monday nights throughout the season for Inside IU Basketball, presented by JC Bank, hosted live at Hoosier Hanks East off of College Mall Road in Bloomington. And our next show is this coming Monday, and that will feature Terry Moore, her first appearance on the show so far this young season.
They're starting to shoot the ball much better here in the second half after a slow start. Offensively, Indiana's now 7 of 14 from the field. Only knocked down a couple threes here in this second half. But as Conaway goes to the free throw line here, a chance to extend this lead to 20 or 21, depending on if he knocks them both down. And just a slow grind, but really just slowly pushing that lead up from 12 at half. Chance to move it up past 20 here. Just over 7.5 minutes left to go. You got to love the effort and execution from Indiana, really, at both ends of the court.
So Conaway goes to the free throw line with 15 points in this ball game, and now 16 as he converts the first of 2. He was 6 of 8 coming into this contest. He has hit all 3 of his free throws thus far this evening. So now 9 of 11 and trying to make it 10 of 12 on the season, and he does exactly that. He's got 17 points, and Indiana's lead balloons to 79-58, a 21-point advantage. Here is Pippa White, clears it over to Faison Fields. He gives it outside to Stevie Elam, and Jovanovic now has it. They whip it around to the right side, and Pippa White throws up a 3, and it's off the mark, and the rebound tipped away into the hands of Reed Bailey. Bailey came in for Alexis at that last timeout. Now Conaway brings it across the timeline. Now, Tayton gives it to Tucker DeVries. He turns around, faces Jovanovic, now works against him, pulls it back to the right side, bounces off to Bailey, outside to Enright. Connor Enright, back out it comes to Tucker. Tucker gives it over to Conaway, back out to Tucker DeVries. Now DeVries pulls up for a long bomb and hits! Wow! That was about 28 feet away. A terrific shot by Tucker DeVries, and his second 3 of the ball game. He's got 12 points. 82-58, biggest lead of the game for IU. Nice play here on a drive by Seth Hubbard. Hubbard now with 14 points. 82-60, Indiana on top. Here's Tayton Conaway out. It comes to Connor Enright. Now it comes over to Tucker DeVries. DeVries holds on to it. Lobs it away to Reed Bailey. Bailey now drives it down low, turns around, spins, turns again, looks for help, bounces into Connor Enright. Enright had a shot there, couldn't get it, but now he lays it up and off the glass and in.
You're right, he had a shot about 5 feet from the basket, right in the middle of the paint. Didn't recognize it, still made a nice move with the right hand.
84-60, Indiana by 24. That is the largest lead of the game for Indiana. Here's Hubbard on the dribble. Works it back outside between the circles. Bailey on him. He bounces it off to Pippa White. Now a pass blocked away, and a foul call is nailed on Indiana. So we'll see.
Foul on number 6, Conaway, that's his second.
Conaway picks up the foul, his second of the ball game. He's played a lot of minutes in this game tonight.
He's had to. He was really good. Aggressive going to the basket early in the ball game. He's had some mistakes and turnovers here, some that we haven't seen up to this point, but can't really complain. Indiana pretty much as a team playing really well right now.
Faison Fields is the man at the free throw line for Milwaukee, and that free throw is off the mark, and Tucker DeVries has got the rebound. 84-60 Indiana, 5:38 to go. Nick Dorn is back in the game for just the second time tonight and throws it. Here's Tucker DeVries, throws it up, misses the shot. Had a good feed in there, but he just couldn't quite get it to go down. Good defense by Milwaukee. Here's Seth Hubbard the other way. Takes it to the right side. Slows it down, works on Tucker, takes it in the lane, throws up a wild shot that's short, and it's rebounded by Baylor. Down the floor, across the timeline quickly. Throws it outside to Dorn for a three. Off the mark, no. Scramble for it, knocked away. Battle on the floor. Hubbard knocked away by Tucker DeVries and picked up by Tucker. Gets it across the timeline. Nice hustle that time by Tucker DeVries. Now he slides right, pulls up, fires again, misses this time. Dorn with a rebound. He goes up and gets fouled. And he leaped high for that one.
And from the weak side, that's what you like to see. And missed the three, the shot before, but getting involved at the offensive end by crashing the glass from the weak side. Those long rebounds off threes are more oftentimes than not, they're going to bounce long to the weak side, and Dorn was right there. Chance to make a couple from the free throw line here.
Dorn with a three-point field goal, his first shot that he shot in this ball game as a Hoosier. Knocked in a three in the first half. Didn't see much action after that because he picked up two quick fouls, but he misses that free throw short. So looking for his fourth point of this contest and his first outing in a Hoosier uniform. Second one on its way. This one's good. 4 points now for Nick Dorn. Indiana 85, Milwaukee 60. Ball in the hands of Josh Dixon, and it's picked. Tate Conaway stole the basketball, but couldn't catch up to it. Really nice job by Conaway. Couldn't quite get it done. But
no, they called a foul on Milwaukee.
Oh, they did. Wow. So Conaway gets a chance to go to the free throw line.
Oh, they called a 10-second violation there.
Oh, my apology. Okay.
No, I thought it was a foul too, Don, but it looks like they're calling 10 seconds. They never got the ball across half court there.
So Indiana has the ball back on the turnover by Milwaukee. On Milwaukee now, they have got 15 turnovers in this ball game. Indiana's just got 6. Lob into Reed Bailey. Bailey looks, drives right, pulls up, gives it out to Dorn. Dorn takes it inside. He tries to force it up there, but couldn't get it. And there's a traveling violation called on Nick. So apparently he moved that pivot foot after he got the rebound. At any rate, ball back in Milwaukee's hands. Indiana's got their biggest lead at 25, 85-60. Here's a drive by Dixon, throws it outside to Jovanovic. Jovanovic clears it over to Stevie Elam, who misses the jump shot, and the rebound comes to Indiana. And now what have we got? A foul on Reed Bailey, apparently. So Bailey kind of using his rear end to ward off Faison Fields, and the personal goes against Reed. And so his second of the ball game. Yep, I agree.
Not a great call there. That was a good block out from Reed Bailey. Very physical block out, I'll give him that, but that's what Coach DeVries has been talking about, is trying to get more physical, crashing the glass at the offensive end, and defensively putting a body on somebody. I might be wrong, but I didn't see him holding him. He was definitely aggressively boxing him out, but not a great call there.
So at the free throw line, Faison Fields, and he rims it no good, but Tucker DeVries pulls down the rebound. So no damage done there, and Tucker will bring it up the floor. Gets it across the timeline. Gives it outside to Tate, and Conaway on the drive into the lane. Spins around, puts it up and in! What a move by Tate Conaway, who gets his 19th point of the game. He is really playing well tonight. 87-60. Indiana stretching the lead again. Here is Jovanovic, takes it down inside, puts it up, and got it in. Jovanovic is having one of his best ball games. He's got 18 points. And we have a timeout being called here with 3:52 to go. This will be a full one. Indiana leads it 87-62. We're back in a moment. This is IU basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
It's no coincidence that Neil rhymes with deal, because that's something you can always count on with the leader in tires and auto repair for nearly a century. Neil Tire is committed to giving you the best deal on a set of Falcon tires. Stay safe on the roads this basketball season as you travel to all those Indiana Hoosiers games. Visit neiltire.com to schedule an appointment and to find the location nearest you. As always, nothing beats a Neil deal.
Odds are, while you may be an expert baker,
Thanks, Grandma.
or hip shaker, you likely don't spend time thinking about advanced medical treatments or research. So IU Health is here with the expert healthcare 9 out of 10 Indiana doctors have chosen for their patients' care. Because whether you're an expert DIYer or expert high fiber, trust the experts more Hoosiers do. Indiana University Health, no matter the odds. IUhealth.org.
Electric Plus is a full-service electrical contractor with offices in Bloomington, Avon, Kokomo, and Lafayette. We work hard to deliver big wins for our customers, leading the league in new construction, modernization, and service repairs. Our team specializes in industrial, commercial, and residential work with 24/7 emergency coverage. We are 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, meaning every job is powered by people who have a stake in our success. Just like the Hoosiers aim to be the best, the mission of Electric Plus is to be the best electrical contractor, period. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. Go Hoosiers!
Welcome back once again to Simon Scott Assembly Hall, Indiana 87, Milwaukee 62, 3:52 left in this one. On the go, I want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country. Download the free Varsity Network app. It's available on Apple and Android with new features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now.
Well, I think this is what makes Indiana a very dangerous team offensively. In a night where Tucker DeVries really hasn't gotten a lot of shot attempts. Now, 4 of 10, 2 from 5 from 3, which is not his typical volume that you would expect from a guy like Tucker DeVries. I think Milwaukee's done a nice job, but in a night where Tucker's not going crazy, a guy like Tate Connerway can step in and be very aggressive from that point guard position. He's got 19 points on 7 of 10 shooting from the field. It's not just Wilkerson and DeVries. Indiana's got a couple other guys that you take those two guys away. Well, Indiana can score a couple different ways, and one way that Connerway does it is driving to the basket and making plays for himself with no weak side defense. He's been spectacular here tonight, the offensive end.
Well, here's the other thing. It's not just even 3 guys. They've got a bunch of guys that play team basketball, and on any given night, each one of these guys is capable of going off. Bailey had 21 in the ball game. Alexis had 17. I mean, these guys, they share the basketball.
No
Up
doubt
the
about
floor,
it.
they get it across the timeline. Alexis gets it over to Connerway. Connerway now on the dribble, top of the key, down into the right side, pulls up, throws it up, off the glass and in. And Connerway's got 21 now. Indiana 89, Milwaukee 62. Here's Josh Dixon throwing up a wild right-handed bank shot that went down. And Josh Dixon's got his 8th point. That was cool. 89-64, 3:19 left. Across the timeline, Connerway. Outside it comes to Lamar Wilkerson for a long 3, and he hits. And Wilkerson now has got 24. That is his 5th 3 of the night. And Indiana continues its hot shooting. 92-64 now. And there's a drive and a foul call on Lamar.
Yeah, hot shooting's right. 13 threes made on 24 attempts, 54%. This is coming off a game where they make against Marquette.
14 to 28.
14 to 28. So spectacular shooting again here from downtown for Indiana. 92 points, 3 minutes left to go here in this ball game. I think if they really wanted to, they could go for 100 again. I don't know that they will. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the bench guys come in.
All right, do we have a break still to go? All right, we'll take it right here. Our score is 92-64, Indiana over Milwaukee, 2:59 to go. Back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Your health is affected by a lot of things in your life, like what you eat, where you work, or even how you get to a doctor. It all connects. That's why CareSource offers so much more than health insurance. We connect you to the resources in our community that make your life better so your health can be better too. But the most important connection we're making in Indiana is with you. CareSource. Care that connects. Connect with us now at caresource.com.
It's no coincidence that Neil rhymes with deal, because that's something you can always count on with the leader in tires and auto repair for nearly a century. Neil Tire is committed to giving you the best deal on a set of Falcon tires. Stay safe on the roads this basketball season as you travel to all those Indiana Hoosiers games. Visit neiltire.com to schedule an appointment and to find the location nearest you. As always, nothing beats a Neil deal.
Hoosier fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. At IU, we know what it means to be part of something bigger than ourselves. We stand together for passion, for pride, for purpose. And today, we stand for the gift of life. Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Say yes to organ donation and bring on tomorrow.
Back here at Simon Scout Assembly Hall, Indiana up 92-64 in Milwaukee with 2:59 to go. Seth Hubbard will be at the free throw line for Milwaukee as play resumes here. Indiana has Conaway, Miles, Sisley, Dorn, and Alexis on the floor right now. And Milwaukee counters Aguilar back in the ball game. Dixon, Hubbard at the line, Jovanovic, and Faison Fields. And Hubbard at the stripe, 14 points to his credit this ball game, and he knocks down Benton for his 15th of the contest. Trying to erode a little bit of Indiana's big lead at this point. And the second shot is no good, and a rebound to Jovanovic, and another whistle and another foul. And Jovanovic took one in the nose.
Foul is on number 7.
He's been really good tonight, Jovanovic has. 6'8", left-handed kid. Doesn't shoot it a bunch, but man, he's just smooth inside the paint. Gets to his spot about 5 to 10 feet from the basket. He's been really good finishing around the rim.
And he goes to the free throw line. 5 of 7 coming into the game. He hit his only 2 in the first half, and now he misses that one. I'll tell you, I don't think he's had a scoring game like this so far this year. I think his high game maybe 10 points, maybe something like that. Second shot, he misses both of them.
Yeah, he'll be good in the Horizon League.
He will be. And the inbound, Dorn was called for that foul, his third of the season of the game. And right now, Conaway gives it over to Alexis. He feeds Trent Sisley. Sisley looked at the 3, wouldn't take it. Gives it back to Alexis. Alexis gives it to Conaway. Conaway drives the baseline. Then it's deflected out of bounds. It'll belong to IU. And we'll have a substitution coming in here. It is Isaiah Dorsius, 6-foot junior from Orlando, Florida. Played in the first half. I don't think we've seen him in the second half at all. And they're all going to send in Saku Konye as well. And Jovanovic goes to the sideline. So Conaway, he'll inbound. Now Hubbard is going to check to the sideline, it looks like. Yep. That's who, looks like Konye was the man who replaced him. And the inbound from Conaway gets it to Trent Sisley, and Sisley on the wing throws it out to Josiah Miles. He'll pump up a 3, and he'll miss it badly, but the rebound comes to Dorn. He puts it back up. No good, but Josiah Miles slams home the rebound. What a hustle play by Josiah, his 6th point of the game.
And much better tonight's ball game from Indiana as a team, just crashing the boards, looking for offensive rebounds.
29-point lead for IU. Dorsius bounces it outside. He gives it off to Fields. Now Fields gives to Aguilar. Aguilar lost the handle, got it back, throws up a wild shot that won't go, but the rebound tipped out of there off of Fields' hands, but it is out of bounds, or a foul was called. It's a foul. And so this one's going to go. I'm not sure who he called it on. We'll figure it out here in just a second. Alexis, I believe. Sam got it. That's his 4th. Or 3rd, I should say. So Fields goes to the free throw line. He's missed 3 out of 4, and now he's missed 4 out of 5.
Yeah, they have really struggled shooting the free throws here. They weren't able to get any traction here in the second half. Indiana just slowly built on this lead until it got up to 30, but 6 of 17 from the free throw line. Milwaukee has They did some nice things offensively, but shooting free throws was not one of them here tonight.
Connor Way and Alexis both sit down probably for the final time. Fields finally gets a free throw to drop. Now he has 4 points in this ball game. And a lot of substitutions coming in here as Aaron Franklin checks into the lineup. Fields goes to the sideline for Milwaukee. And now Indiana's bench has been unloaded by Darren DeVries. He's sending into the walk-ons. And Drew Snively's checked in, and he'll inbound. Price Grinsing is also in the ball game, along with Ian Stevens. And up across the timeline, Josiah Miles brings it across. Josiah throws it left side to Dorn. Dorn will pump up a three and rim it. No good, but the rebound comes to Grinsing. He feeds it off to Josiah down low to Ian Stevens for the lay-in. And Ian comes up with his first basket of the night. Great young man from New Palestine. Works really hard. Here's a drive by Hubbard. The throw inside. It's tipped away by Josiah. Scramble for, and finally stolen by Josiah. Josiah Miles takes it down the floor, gives to Dorn. Another three on the way, and he hit it. And Nick Dorn has hit his first 2 threes of the season in this ball game. His 7th point there. 99-66, and Indiana threatening the 100-yard mark, the century mark again. And here's a three that's on the way, no good, and Josiah's got the rebound. 1:05 to go. Miles gets it across the timeline. Josiah takes it left side on the perimeter, puts up a long three himself, missed it, and the long rebound to Aguilar. Aguilar brings it up the court, throws it inside to Hubbard, and he'll slam it home. And Seth Hubbard comes up with that 2-pointer. Now 3 more faces are about to come in for Milwaukee now. Elam Murchison is coming in for the first time, and a kid, Jackson, also in the ball game. Chandler Jackson for the first time tonight. So Bart Lundy's also unloaded his bench. 52 seconds remain. Indiana 99, Milwaukee 68. The inbound comes. Ian Stevens gets it to Josiah Miles, and Miles will bring it across the timeline. Miles on the dribble, out between the circles, works to the right, gives it to Nick Dorn. Dorn, known as a shooter, obviously from Elon, driving it inside, forces up a shot, and it goes down. And Nick Dorn has got his 9th point. Not a bad debut for this junior. Pass comes outside. This is a drive by Kanye, and Kanye throws up a shot that goes down. And Suku Kanye picks up his first 2 points of the game. Down to 20 seconds. That'll be it. Indiana 101. Milwaukee 70 right now. Price Grinsing just dribbling it out front. The Hoosiers are going to win this thing tonight. And they have played very well here, especially so in the second half, both ends of the floor. Here comes the buzzer. History. Indiana 101. Milwaukee 70. As Indiana wins here tonight, the Hoosiers pick up win number 3. When we come back, we'll begin our post-game show here this evening with the Hoosiers now looking at a perfect season to date, but it's just gotten started. We'll be back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the Carousers Radio Network from Learfield.
Hey, Hoosier Nation! Indiana University Athletics is teaming up with Grillo's Pickles to bring you... hey, wait a minute. Where'd my pickles go?
I'm really sorry, Steve. I couldn't wait. It's fresh from the fridge, and these are a total game changer.
Well, that's Grillo's for you. Too good to last and the perfect courtside snack to fuel your Hoosier pride. Let's go IU!
Grillo's Pickles, the official pickle of Indiana University Athletics. Find us chillin' in the refrigerated section. SPG Roofing and Exteriors is proud to be a partner of IU Athletics. Whether it's a simple repair needed or you're looking into solar solutions for your home, with our combined 50 years of experience in the roofing industry, we can provide you with the quality workmanship you're looking for, along with the respect you deserve. Call us at 317-676-5756 or visit us at spgroof.com so we can get started on your project and schedule a contactless inspection to get an idea of the property and the project. We look forward to hearing from you soon, and go Hoosiers!
Sharp Business Systems of Indiana is proud to be an official technology solutions provider of IU Sports Properties. SBS Indiana is best known for our great document solutions, such as copiers and printers. But here at SBS, we also offer a full line of professional audio-visual solutions, including touchscreen video boards with integrated speakers and microphones, complete with professional installation and service. This state-of-the-art technology can improve both communication and interaction in offices and classrooms alike. To find out more, go to sbsindiana.com or call 317-844-0033.
Indiana is filled with wonderful people and places. So whether you live in Anderson or Attica and need an injury attorney, Green & Schultz trial lawyers will be there. Bloomington or Brazil, Gas City to Goshen, Huntington or Hammond, Green & Schultz makes it easy to help you. Jasper, Jonesville, Lebanon or Linton, Mitchell, Muncie, Plymouth and Portland, Seymour, Tell City or Union City, Warsaw, Washington or even West Lafayette.
Green & Schultz Trial Lawyers. Attorneys serving victims of injury and loss. More at greenschultz.com.
Hoosier fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. At IU, we know what it means to be part of something bigger than ourselves. We stand together for passion, for pride, for purpose. And today, we stand for the gift of life. Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Say yes to organ donation and bring on tomorrow.
Oh, I'm right where I belong.
Looking for your next vehicle? Why not buy from a name you know and trust? This year, Curry Auto Center is celebrating 110 years of service. That's 5 generations of local ownership. Locally owned means we treat you like family. Whether you're eyeing a powerful GMC truck, a sleek Chevy, or a luxurious Buick, we've got the selection, the deals, and the people you can count on. Come celebrate 110 years with us at Curry Auto Center. Time tested, price perfected. Online at curryautocenter.com.
On the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield. Welcome to the postgame show, brought to you by Finney Hospitality, The Tap, Yogi's, Social Cantina, and Smokeworks of Finney Hospitality Group are a proud sponsor of IU Athletics. Also brought to you by your Central Indiana Ford dealers are proud sponsors of IU Basketball. Visit your local Central Indiana Ford dealer today. Now, from the Smithville Broadcast Center, once again, Don Fisher.
Well, back once again here at Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Indiana victorious 101-70 tonight as the Hoosiers pick up win number 3 on the season. And they do it in fine style here. And, of course, the first half of the ball game, a little bit more of a struggle, 51-39 at halftime. But, there's no doubt this Indiana ball club really picked it up defensively in the second half.
Yeah, I think it was the defensive end. And it wasn't a huge run in the second half that pushed the lead out, but it was just a consistent defensive effort and consistency at the offensive end. Again, shooting the basketball lights out here tonight. 57% from the field, Don. 50% from downtown. The Hoosiers got to the free throw line 27 times tonight, knocking down 19. Just the offensive output that we've seen here over the last couple games is just very impressive. And you combine that with a better effort at the defensive end in the second half, all of a sudden you win by 30 plus.
It's amazing what this team has been able to do this year at both ends of the floor at this point in the season. Now, granted, I think Milwaukee's a really good team, and they've got a great shot at winning the Horizon this year, no doubt about it. They're now 2-2 on the year, however, and this Indiana ball club tonight just played so well at so many different points in this contest, especially offensively.
Yeah, I agree. Just the percentages, the shooting statistics is really impressive, and you really saw it in the Marquette game. It was a little slower start here today, but still shooting 57% from the field, knocking down another 14 threes. Just very impressive offensive execution from Indiana, pretty much from the tip.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Get Coach's thoughts on tonight's ball game right after these messages. This is IU Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Did you know the cure for testicular cancer was discovered at IU?
At the IU Simon Comprehensive Cancer Center, our more than 300 researchers are never daunted in their work to beat cancer. Support the researchers delivering life-saving breakthroughs. Join the IU versus Cancer team. Learn more at cancer.iu.edu. That's cancer.iu.edu. Together, we're one team. IU versus cancer.
Your health is affected by a lot of things in your life, like what you eat, where you work, or even how you get to a doctor. It all connects. That's why CareSource offers so much more than health insurance. We connect you to the resources in our community that make your life better so your health can be better too. But the most important connection we're making in Indiana is with you. CareSource. Care that connects. Connect with us now at caresource.com.
Visit Bloomington and South Central Indiana's Royal on the East Side today for a large selection of new and used Subaru, Volkswagen, and Audi vehicles. Their large and diverse selection of both new and used